Welcome to the fantasy audiobook. Villain. The heroine breaks off the engagement. I'll grab the bride directly. Chapter 41. 2 o'clock in the morning. Imperial City International Airport. There is a Gulfstream G500 parked on the apron in front of the T3 terminal. This Gulfstream G500 waiting to fly is specially used for the martial arts masters of the Yun family to carry out missions. Yan Guiqing and his party were 10 people. Across the window. Silently waiting for the martial arts master of the Yun family. An hour ago, the Special Service Operations Office received a report that Yun Lai was kidnapped. Even though I was shocked, I didn't dare to neglect it. Yan Guiqing, the deputy director of the department, personally led the team and led the capable people in the department to assist the Yun family in arresting the Feng clan spy who had sneaked into Daxia and rescue the young master Yun Lai. Yan Guiqing is less than 40 this year. His martial arts cultivation is only that of a 5th-grade warrior. At this age and this level of cultivation, being able to serve as the deputy director of the Imperial Capital Special Operations Department is, of course, dependent on the Yun family. Yun Lai is the future head of the Yun family, kidnapped in the Imperial capital again. If it were true that Yun Lai was taken to the Yanwang continent by the Wind Clan's spies. I don't know how many people are unlucky, but I am definitely one of them. But if he helps the Yun family, he can successfully rescue Yun Lai. Then show your face in a big way. Maybe, with the support of Yun Shang, the head of the Yun family, in a few years, he will become the director of the Special Operations Department of the Imperial Capital. In order to ensure that the action is foolproof, assist in the operation this time. The team members are all 5th-grade warriors. They also specially invited Su Chen, who had recently become famous in the Imperial Capital. This young man Su Chen is very good. Even Zhang Fang, the #1 master in the hall, is a bit unpredictable in martial arts cultivation. What's even more valuable is that Su Chen showed extraordinary perception and insight. If Su Chen tracks down the alien spy's whereabouts, that will be a great achievement. Let Su Chen officially join the company from now on. Received as confidants and direct descendants. With Su Chen's help, the foundation in the hall will be more solid. Su Chen silently stared at the Gulfstream G500 on the tarmac. Very unexpectedly, he received an invitation from Yan Guiqing from the Imperial Capital Special Operations Department to assist the Yun family in rescuing the kidnapped young master Yun Lai. This is a rare opportunity. Just save Yun Lai. Naturally, he will be appreciated by the head of the Yun family. By working for a top family, it would be easier to track down the murderer. Yun Li. This little trash from the Yun family is not useless. Among the 10 songs performed in the Imperial Opera House concert, the first one is a classic. Especially, Kai Ling, Men Should Be Strong, and The Lonely Warrior. To be able to sing such a song, his spirit and ambition are definitely not comparable to those of ordinary people. This Yun Li is worth dating. But it's a pity, he will never be able to awaken his spiritual roots for the rest of his life. Su Chen, they're here. Yan Guiqing whispered. Su Chen didn't need to look back. With his super keen perception, he knew that the person coming was something important. 2 of them. With the current strength, we can never resist forcefully. Have to admit, Daxia's top wealthy family has a really solid foundation. Yan Guiqing patted Su Chen on the shoulder and went to greet Zhang Wuya and his party first. Say a few words. Everyone filed onto the Gulfstream G500. Take your seats. Yan Guiqing was busy courting Zhang Wuya. Yuan Shui closed his eyes and rested his mind. Su Chen, the young man Yan Guiqing specially introduced earlier. Yuan Shui felt a little surprised. Not handsome. Instead, Yun Lai ordered to monitor Yuan Qing 24 hours a day. It was 8:16 p.m. the day before yesterday. Yuan Qing and Su Chen met at charming coffee bar. The specifics of what was discussed are yet to be determined. Yan Guiqing brought in private detective Su Chen to assist in the investigation. Yuan Qing, who was dismissed, met with Su Chen in private. Yun Lai has informed Yuan Qing of his purpose of monitoring him through special channels. Could it be, is Yan Guiqing the mastermind behind the hanging action team? Yuan Qing, Yan Guiqing, Su Chen, silently chanting the 3 names in his heart, Yuan Shui added them all to the death list. The Gulfstream G500 began to taxi slowly. An announcement sounded in the cabin. Dear gentlemen, the plane is about to take off in 5 minutes. Please fasten your seat belts. Su Chen, who obeyed the rules, pulled out his seat belt and put it on. Across the aisle, Yu Jingcheng, who was sitting diagonally behind Su Chen, curled his lips when he saw this, looking really stupid. Those who boarded the plane were at least 5th-level warriors. There are also 2 7th-level warriors, Zhang Huiya and Yuan Shui, accompanying them. Even if the plane crashes at an altitude of 10,000 meters, he will not die. Wear a woolen seat belt. Su Chen fastened his seat belt and thought for a while. Because the incident happened suddenly, he didn't have time to say anything to Xu Mengyao. Wait until we arrive at Fuso Islands. Once entering the warning zone, all electronic equipment will fail. How long it will take is unknown. Before the plane takes off, send a message to Xu Mengyao so that the baby will not worry. So, Su Chen took out his phone and clicked on Weixin. Yu Jingcheng, who was leaning behind him, could not help but slowly straighten his waist. Su Chen, a pretty boy, actually joined Xu Mengyao. And Xu Mengyao is the little master's backup. Mengyao, I received a temporary commission. I am going to the Fuzhang Islands. I will come back as soon as I finish the work. Don't worry. Yu Jingcheng spied the information edited by Su Chen. I couldn't help but get furious. Xu Mengyao actually had an affair with Su Chen, a pretty boy, behind her mistress' back. Su Chen sent the message and suddenly felt something strange behind him. He turned around and saw a master from the Yun family looking at him and smiling politely at him. Yu Jingcheng returned the smile. Wait for Su Chen to look back. Yu Jingcheng touched Cao Ming with his elbow. Cao Ming turned to look at Yu Jingcheng. Yu Jingcheng put his left hand on the back of Cao Ming's right hand. Alternate index and middle fingers. Type a password that only each other knows. Cao Ming's expression did not change, and he was quite surprised. The mistress's backup, Xu Mengyao Hongxing, was cheating on her, and the target was the pretty boy Su Chen. After receiving Yu Jingcheng's notification, Cao Ming couldn't hold himself back and turned sideways to look at Ding Weijing behind him. Then, she spoke to him for a while. Ding Weijing was also shocked. The little master's spare tire, Xu Mengyao, cuckolded the little master. Ding Weijing secretly informed Zhang Rong of the news. What Zhang Rong received was that Xu Mengyao, the mistress's backup, took the mistress's money to keep the pretty boy Su Chen. As the personal bodyguard of the young master, it can be said that there is both prosperity and loss. The spare tire Xu Mengyao actually did such a thing behind her young master's back, how could she bear it? The 4 of them have been together for a long time. Convey information through a variety of body language to achieve consensus. Wait for the little master to come back. When you have free time, find an opportunity to beat that pretty boy Su Chen hard. At the same time, Yunli, who had been hijacked and boarded the ship, suddenly heard a system prompt. Ding, Yu Jingcheng is very angry. Xu Mengyao, the spare tire, dared to betray you. Her luck value is plus 511. Ding, Cao Ming is very angry. Xu Mengyao, your spare tire, has cuckolded you. His luck value is plus 575. Ding, Ding Weijing is very angry. Xu Mengyao, the spare tire, defrauded you of your money and had an affair with another man. His luck value is plus 597. Ding, Zhang Rong is very angry. Xu Mengyao, the spare tire, took your money to raise a pretty boy with a luck value of plus 656. Yun Lai was completely stunned. Did the 4 losers see Xu Mengyao and Su Chen together? I have been kidnapped. Where are you guys hanging out in the middle of the night? Then think about it again. It is absolutely impossible to have free time to wander around. It is estimated that Su Chen was invited by the Special Operations Department to assist the Yun family in the investigation, and thus got involved with the 4 losers. But Su Chen would never take Xu Mengyao with him. How were the 4 bad guys discovered? And oh, it was obviously me who cuckolded Su Chen. The 4 losers have no eyesight at all. Creak, sound. The cabin door was pushed open. Yunli, who was sitting on the bed, looked up. I was shocked to see 2 young women in period costumes entering the cabin. The beautiful woman in ancient costume walked up to her and said, Yun Lai, I am Feng Ziyu, the princess of the Feng clan of the Yanwang continent. You will be obedient along the way, and you will suffer a lot less. Yunli, Sing, Angel Wings, for us quickly. Feng Yakin came up behind Feng Ziyu and said impatiently. Feng Ziyu glanced sideways at Feng Yakin. Look at Yun Lai. You'd better sing, Kai Ling, first. Yun Li was confused again. It is normal for kidnappers to kidnap and demand money. How can any kidnapper ask a hostage to sing? Yun Lai looked at Feng Ziyu carefully. On appearance, of course not as good as Yi Ranchuang. But she has a kind of aloof majesty. Suddenly I remembered those palace dramas I had watched before. If Feng Ziyu puts on luxurious palace clothes and says again, how brave. How dare you despise me? Come on, take me out and kill her. This person in front of me is a real princess. Don't look at it, I'm not as good looking as your fiancé Yi Ranchuang. Feng Ziyu pulled up a stool, smoothed her skirt, sat down generously, and said calmly, sing quickly, lest I be indifferent to you, present. Yun Lai learned more about Feng Ziyu. She is a woman who doesn't play by the rules at all. As soon as we met, no intention of kidnapping was communicated, but asked to sing. As expected, it was the richest man's dad who promoted the concert in a high-profile manner, which caught Feng Ziyu's attention, inducing Feng Ziyu to have the idea of kidnapping and take action immediately. This also shows that she acts vigorously and resolutely, which is also a sign of confidence. The video website under Tianyan Entertainment broadcast the entire concert live. Feng Ziyu must have watched it too. The little beauty who followed asked her to sing Angel Wings, but Feng Ziyu glared at her and wanted to sing Kai Ling first. Are there still fights? They are just two little fans. Sing to them. I really think I am the #1 actor in Daxia. Not singing. The two sides have an almost irresolvable hostile relationship. It is inevitable to suffer some hardships. Yun Lai had an idea and came up with a countermeasure. You, what on earth do you want to do? Yun Li pretended to be frightened and shrank back, pressing his back tightly against the cabin partition. Feng Ziyu often sneaks into Daxia and Fuzhang Islands, and has already adapted to modern civilization. If she doesn't change into the clothes of the Wind clan and show her identity, no one will know that she is the eldest princess of the Feng clan. I watched Yun Lai's concert through the video website of Daxia Yun Entertainment. Have to say, I was deeply moved by Yun Lai's song, Kai Ling. Since 100 years ago, dozens of strange black holes suddenly appeared in Yanwang continent. The ferocious beasts that were ravaging the Yanwang continent first passed through the strange black hole. It was originally thought that this would greatly reduce the pressure on the 5 major tribes to fight against the ferocious beasts. Never imagined. Only less than 10 years have passed. Strange alien races appeared one after another from dozens of strange black holes. They basically don't grow their hair or beards. There are some foreigners with blonde hair and blue eyes, killing innocent people without regard to innocence. To resist these foreigners, the 5 major clans have invested in taming ferocious beasts. This is regarded as the main culprit causing the rampage of ferocious beasts. Since then, 2 worlds have been revealed, and the war between foreign tribes and the 5 major tribes of wind, fire, thunder, lightning, and rain in Yanwang continent has lasted for nearly 100 years. Yun Lai's song, Kai Ling, sings the tragedy of broken mountains and rivers. Everyone from the Feng clan, from the royal family to the common people, will also feel the same way. It is difficult to find out who is right and who is wrong. But I was deeply moved by Yun Lai's song and the artistic conception in the song. Yun Lai is really amazing, talented and innocent at the same time. Don't embarrass him. Just listen to him sing. Master Yun, you don't need to be afraid. After a while, I will let you go back. Calm down your emotions. This princess would like to hear you sing the song, Kai Ling, a cappella. Feng Yakin pouted. I don't want to listen to Kai Ling, I just want to listen to Angel Wings. Only that kind of incomplete beauty with a hint of regret can touch people's hearts. Yun Lai deliberately looked embarrassed. I will keep my word and will never embarrass Mr. Yun. Come on and sing. Feng Ziyu slowly closed her eyes. The songs Yun Lai sang would make her blood boil and make her sad. Even it will also arouse the yearning for love. Sing quickly. After singing, Kai Ling, sing, Angel Wings, Too Much, and The Rest of Life. Both the princess and I like to listen. Feng Yakin urged. Yun Lai coughed dryly. Start singing. When the play breaks, the sleeves rise and fall again. Just listening to the beginning, like a male duck quacking, Feng Ziyu suddenly opened her eyes and said coldly, Yunli. What are you singing? Yunli hurriedly shrank back and explained tremblingly, I all lip-synced. The songs in the album were all written and composed by senior musicians from Tianyan Entertainment, and then recorded separately by several singers. Feng Ziyu was stunned. Remember carefully. 10 songs performed at the concert. Some are majestic and heroic. Some are affectionate. Others have profound artistic conception without losing the true nature of men. At that time, I felt that Yunli was really amazing. A singer with such a wide vocal range could cover different types of songs. Even the lyrics and music were written and composed by one person. I really admire this talent. Now I heard Yunli explain. It turned out to be lip-syncing. Is there someone else writing the lyrics and composing the music? Disappointment. Full of disappointment, Feng Yuqin was stunned for a while, then came back to her senses and asked fiercely, Yunli, are you lip-syncing all those beautiful songs? Yunli nodded timidly. I just want to make my fiancé look at me with admiration through the concert, so that I can embrace her as a beauty. Feng Zi's tone made her clench her fists. Mean. Dirty. Extremely shameless. Feng Yuqin was so disappointed. Watching the live broadcast of the concert, she almost thought Yunli was her future Prince Charming. You bad guy, why are you so bad? She was so angry that Feng Yuqin wanted to rush up and give Yunli a hard kick. But he was grabbed by Feng Ziyu. Forget it, don't be like this trash. If you break it, you won't be able to leave. It will become a burden. Feng Ziyu saw Yunli covering his head with his hands and huddled in the corner, feeling nothing but disgust. That being the case, just take Yunli to the Red Moon Canyon and beat him up in front of Yun Yuan, forcing Yun Yuan to withdraw his troops. Before Feng Yuqin was pulled out of the cabin by Feng Ziyu, she didn't forget to ask, Yunli, who is the original singer of Angel Wings? Bang! The cabin door was slammed shut. Ding! Feng Ziyu almost couldn't help but want to beat you to death. You are a deceitful person who steals your reputation. You are too obscene and dirty. Your luck value is plus 999. Ding! If Feng Ziyu hadn't stopped her, Feng Yuqin would have thrown you into the sea to feed the sharks. How could you deceive the girl's innocent feelings? Luck value plus 10. Hear the system prompts. Yunli still held his head in his hands, but a sly smile flashed across his lips. Do you want me to sing to the kidnappers? Dream. I said it was lip-syncing on purpose. Feng Ziyu's impression of herself returned to that of a loser. Minimize her alertness. This is also Yunli's purpose. The first time I met Princess Feng, she contributed 999 luck points. That's very polite. It's a pity that Feng Yuqin didn't report her name and was just classified as a stranger, contributing only 10 luck points. But I still made money. Hey, but now is not the time for fun. Feng Ziyu did not choose to return to Yangwang continent in the warning zone in Daxia, but to the east, cross the strait and arrive at the Fuso Islands. Although this can avoid the Yun family's pursuit and interception in the Daxia warning zone. However, if you go back to Yangwang continent through the warning zone of Fuso Islands, you cannot avoid Fuso's colony in Yangwang continent. Could it be that Fuzang's little devil is secretly colluding with the Wind clan? If there is not, when Fuzang's little devils received Daxia's co-investigation notice, they would probably use it as a pretense and secretly send out experts to hunt down Feng Ziyu and his party. It would be best to force Feng Ziyu to break up the vote. That would be a severe blow to the Yun family. The future head of the Yun family was killed. He will definitely use everything he has to deal with the Wind clan. A fierce fight will inevitably lead to losses, thus weakening Daxia's strength. Ding! Fan Yuding was heartbroken when she heard that you had been kidnapped. She asked Union for help. Even if she died, she would rescue you. Her luck value is plus 999. Yunli didn't have time to be moved. I heard the system prompt again. Ding! Yun Yan is extremely angry and has decided to let her big licker Zhou Tianheng come and rescue you. As long as she can rescue you, then she will get married and her luck will be plus 999. Big licking dog Zhou Tianheng. The most elusive character in the original work. Even if Su Chen, the son of luck, finally dominates the world's top martial arts throne, he is a fierce man who is difficult to kill without becoming a demon. It was precisely because of Zhou Tianheng that his sister Yun Yan was finally safe and sound. It was foreseen in advance that many forces and powerful men would participate. This gave Yunli a headache. How can I hide myself? Is the obscene development forced to stop and become the focus of attention from all parties in the future? Feng Ziu's subline appeared in advance and then went wrong. It has completely deviated from the original plot. Because of being kidnapped, this triggered a series of subsequent changes. For example, Su Chen, the son of luck, is now with the four losers. Another example, my sister Union wanted to rescue her. Prepare to marry Zhou Tianhang. In fact, my sister Yun Yan has feelings for Zhou Tianhang. Only the big licking dog Zhou Tianhang became the servant of my sister Union. The Yun family is another big help. Anyway, Yun Lai was not surprised by this. No matter how the novel world changes, as long as you become stronger, you have nothing to fear. Precisely because it serves as bait. Deliberately kidnapped by Feng Tuo, a 7th grade warrior. This crazy behavior. In just a few hours, I gained more than 10,000 luck points. Judging from the system luck value record, the outside world did not know that he had been kidnapped, and it was limited to a very small area. The future head of the Yun family was kidnapped. If word spread, I don't know how much of a sensation it would cause. But, the more secrets of a top-notch family are involved, the less public they will be. In the end, very few people knew anything about it. Summoning the Tree of Spiritual Roots, Yunli checked the luck value earned in real time, 44,130, 239,224. Resist the temptation. Yunli still did not click on the unlocked armor icon. According to the original plan, earn 100,000 luck points to water the Tree of Spiritual Roots. It is your own foundation. Already has 44,000 luck points. Of course, water it first. Improve your own strength as much as possible. 44,000 luck points were used to water the Tree of Spiritual Roots at once, and the main trunk of the spiritual root once again grew a lot. It looks like an adult has thick arms. The branches of the 5 elements spiritual roots that have been activated all sprouted green leaves. There are 4 spiritual fruits on the top of the trunk. 2 are gold, 1 is red, and 1 is cyan. Judging from the color, they are golden spirit fruit, fire spirit fruit, and wood spirit fruit. Then look at the cultivation level displayed on the 5 branches. It takes 5 years to cultivate the fire element, 7 years to cultivate the water element, 3 years to cultivate the wood element, 5 years to cultivate the earth element, and 0 years to cultivate the metal element. Only by picking off the cache, taking the spiritual fruit, and randomly selecting cultivation levels ranging from 1 to 5 years, can the strength be enhanced. But Yunli didn't dare to act rashly. There is also Feng Tuo, a 7th grade warrior, on board. If the withdrawal of the 4 spiritual fruits immediately aroused his vigilance, then there would really be no trouble. Bored, Yunli lay on the bed pretending to be asleep and listened carefully to what was going on outside. Analysis from the sound of breaking waves. The boat is very fast. The nearest straight line distance between Daxia and Fuso Islands is only over 200 kilometers. Fusion memory. Knowing that Daxia and Fuzang were also constantly fighting, after the spiritual energy of the century-old Great Change was revived, in order to compete for the colonies of Yanwang Continent, the two sides broke out dozens of large-scale conflicts in Yanwang Continent. But in Blue Star, Daxia and Fuzang have a tacit understanding to maintain peace. No one wants their homeland to be attacked. Therefore, Feng Ziyu returned to the Yanwang Continent through the warning zone of the Fuzang Islands. This was a very clever move. It concerns the Yun family, the top family in Daxia. Fuso was handled carelessly. It is easy to attract crazy revenge from Daxia. Princess, the Fuso people are as treacherous as the Daxia people, and they are not as good at keeping their promises as the Daxia people. The Mito family is unreliable. If we go back through the Fuso warning area, the Mito family will gather their elite and intercept and kill Yunli halfway. Once it succeeds, the Yun family will definitely devote all their resources to lead Daxia to fight the Wind Clan in a decisive battle. The Thunder Clan's crisis will be resolved, but the Wind Clan will cause unreasonable disasters. Yun Lai overheard the deep male voice coming from the bow of the ship, and he immediately became energetic. The person analyzing the situation should be the 7th grade warrior Feng Tuo. A lot of information in just a few sentences. The Mito family on the Fuso Islands secretly colludes with the Wind Clan. Feng Tuo succeeded in kidnapping. You can escape Daxia so quickly. In addition to the sudden incident, the Mito family, which is powerful and has many investments in Daxia, must have provided assistance in advance. Also, the Wind clan cannot trust the Fuzang people. They are probably just using each other. Feng Tuo's worries are not without reason. Daxia and Fuzang have a sworn feud. Once Fuzang found out that the young master of the Yun family, the top family in Daxia, was kidnapped by Feng Ziyu and returned to the Yanwang continent through Fuzang's warning zone. First, they pretended to help Feng Ziyu and gave them great convenience. When they entered the warning area, they suddenly besieged him. In the name of rescuing hostages. Kill yourself. Then blame the Wind clan. Then the Fuzang people can have a snipe and clam fight, the fishermen will benefit. Master, this princess has decided to kidnap Yunli and has considered all the worst-case scenarios. Suppose the Mito family actually plans an ambush. Then have a backup plan. We protect Yunli to the death. The strength of the Yun family cannot be underestimated, and Yun Ligi is the future head of the Yun family and Yun Sheng's favorite youngest son. We will definitely send out elites to find him in the shortest possible time. As long as we hold on, repel the Mito family's ambush, and finally return Yun Lai to the Yun family, Yun Lai will definitely tell Yun Sheng that the Fuso people want to kill him. The Yun family has always insisted on retribution. He will definitely cause trouble for the Mito family. Let's secretly fan the flames and gradually escalate the conflict between Daxia and Fuzang. This is of more strategic significance than resolving the crisis in Red Moon Canyon. If the Mito family is honest and cooperates with us from beginning to end, then we will take Yun Lai to the Red Moon Canyon and blackmail Yun Yuan to withdraw his troops. In short, Yunli is a rare place to live. This hand must be played well. After eavesdropping on Feng Ziyu's words, Yun Lai felt that having an opponent like Feng Ziyu was really a big trouble. Fortunately, Feng Zi said neutrally, only for the benefit of Wind clan. Doesn't belong to the protagonist camp. It is not necessary to eradicate the Yun family. But if Su Chen and Feng Ziyu get in touch, it would be very difficult for Feng Ziyu to understand Su Chen's concept of the Holy Mother and help Su Chen instead. Under the current situation, it is not possible for the time being. Let's get over the current hurdle first. Yun Lai eliminated distracting thoughts and thought carefully along with Feng Ziyu's judgment. There is a high possibility of an ambush by the Mito family. The little devil never misses a good opportunity to frame the fault. By the time, Feng Tuo, who kidnapped him, wants to protect himself to the death. There are really no eternal enemies, only eternal interests. And he was kidnapped. Granny Ghostface used the hard work she had carefully stored in advance to use the soul-chasing technique. She should have known that Feng Ziyu had hijacked her and headed east to Fuzang. The four bad guys include Zhang Wuya and Yuan Shui. They knew clearly that they were deliberately acting as bait, but they helped deceive the richest man's father. This is a serious crime. It's okay to be rescued. Once something goes wrong, all dead. Therefore, we must stick together to get the chance of rescue. Under the remote guidance of Granny Grimace, we arrive at the Fuso Islands in advance and enter the warning zone to set up an ambush according to the original plan. As for Fuso, they will provide assistance regardless of the circumstances. This also means that the Mito family knew the Yun family's plan in advance. When Zhang Wuya and others set up an ambush in the front, the Mito family was already intercepting Feng Ziyu and his party from behind. I hope the rescue team headed by Yuan Shui will respond quickly and come to the rescue in time. Maybe. The scheming Yuan Shui also had a prediction similar to Feng Ziyu's. Come and use the strategy. The martial arts master who counterattacked and killed the Mito family. That would be even better. Princess, my Yunli is gone, I feel so uncomfortable. Suddenly I heard Feng Yuqin say this. Yun Lai rolled his eyes. Isn't he another love brain? Yuqin, I feel uncomfortable too. I originally thought that Yunli had great ambitions, and maybe we, the Wind clan, could cooperate with him in the future. Unfortunately, this is a soap bubble illuminated by the sun. It looks very beautiful, but when you poke it, break. Really, I'm so angry. Princess, let's go beat up that liar, shall we? Forget it, I get angry when I see him. Besides, he is very valuable. Don't scare him. Hey, my Yunli, why is he gone like this? Yun Lai couldn't help but laugh or cry. Guess. waiting for the counter-hijacking of Feng Ziyu. I don't know how shocked Feng Ziyu, the cunning princess of the Wind clan, will be. It will definitely contribute several 999 luck points. Assess the situation. With the strength of Feng Ziyu, a 5th-grade warrior, the spiritual energy contained in his body is not worthy of exposing his supreme skill, devil flame burning the sky, in public. Just capture Daxia. Sing a few words seriously in front of your face. Prove that he is definitely not a deceitful person. Another wave of luck boost. By the time, see if Feng Ziyu can be used for himself. Cannot, she will never want to return to Yanwang continent again in this life. 3:46 a.m. The rescue team sent by the Yun family and the assistance team from the Daxia Special Operations Office have arrived at Lujiao Island in the Fuso Islands. The channel connecting the Fuso Islands to the Yanwang continent is Togami Prefecture, located in the southwest of Kakaku Island. Togami Prefecture was very prosperous 100 years ago. It has now become a heavily guarded warning zone. Summarize experiences and lessons learned. Warning zones in countries around the world are divided into 2 parts. Part of it is the Blue Star Warning Zone. Part of it is the Yanwang Continent Warning Zone. The Blue Star Warning Zone is relatively safe. In fact, it is a militarized security checkpoint. Check the personnel and cargo between Blue Star and Yanwang Continent. At the same time, it serves as the first layer of local defense fortress. The warning zone located in Yanwang Continent is very large in scale due to the different geographical environments of the 2 worlds. It ranges from hundreds of square kilometers to thousands of square kilometers. Because ferocious beasts often break in. Compare the Blue Star Warning Zone. The risk factor in the Yanwang Continent Warning Zone has soared. On the way from the airport, Zhang Wuya negotiated with Yan Guiqing. The assistance team led by Yan Guiqing stayed in the Togami County Warning Area. The Yun family rescue team went to the Yanwang Continent Warning Zone in Togami County. To this, Yan Guiqing naturally had no objection. In fact, the main purpose of coming here was to ask for cooperation from Fuzhang in accordance with relevant diplomatic procedures. The rescue of Yun Lai was mainly based on the 2 7th-level warriors of the Yun family. However, Yan Guiqing still had the idea of claiming credit, and tried to uncover the secret agent of the Wind clan who kidnapped Yun Lai in the Togami County alert area. Then notified Zhang Wuya and others. The martial arts masters of the Yun family can intercept it calmly. The reason why I dared to think of asking for credit. Of course it was Su Chen who relied on his superb perception and insight. Negotiations with Fuso went smoothly. In order not to alert the snake, the alert level of the Togami County alert zone remains unchanged. Zhang Wuya and others passed through the inspection-free passage and went to the Yanwang Continent Warning Zone in Togami County. Yan Guiqing stayed in the monitoring hall of the Togami County Warning Area. Su Chen and a team member disguised themselves as inspectors, inspecting business travelers and vehicles heading to the Yanwang Continent Warning Area in Togami County. Fuso local time, 6 o'clock in the morning. Business travel channel is open. Su Chen's outstanding appearance attracted the attention of passing business travelers. It is strictly prohibited to use electronic equipment unless all electronic signals in the warning zone are blocked. There must have been a lot of young women taking out their phones and taking pictures. Su Chen has long been accustomed to other people's strange looks. Turn a blind eye to the business travelers passing through the border. Assist the Yun family in rescuing Yun Lai. This is a great opportunity to make a name for yourself. We must be alert and take it seriously. Just over an hour after Yun Lai was kidnapped, the martial arts masters of the Yun family took a special plane to the Fuso Islands. Instead of searching and intercepting in the 3 warning areas in Daxia. The goal is so clear. This means, as the future head of the Yun family, Yun Lai has a special secret position that makes it easy to track and rescue him in the event of an accident. That being the case, why not intercept outside the warning zone? Once the foreign spies kidnapped Yun Lai and entered the Yanwang Continent Warning Zone in Togami County. If anything goes wrong, the difficulty of rescuing him increases exponentially. The intention of the Yun family should be to catch all the alien spies. Even the future head of the family can be put in danger. Yun Shang, the head of the Yun family, is really crazy. Su Chen secretly wanted to understand this and immediately changed his plan. Even if he found an abnormality, he would never. It cannot be seen on the spot. This is tantamount to destroying the Yun family's ambush. Not only will it not be appreciated, instead, it arouses jealousy. 5 minutes passed. Su Chen understood again. It is impossible for the Wind Clan spy to kidnap Yunli and pretend to be an ordinary business traveler. Business travelers traveling to Yangwang continent through the warning zone need various documents, and even forged documents are too late. He must be hiding in a truck transporting supplies. However, trucks will undergo infrared scanning inspections outside the warning zone. There is no way to hide people. Some forces in Fuso are definitely colluding with foreign races. Therefore, Su Chen pays special attention to every vehicle that passes the customs. 7:15. A black special vehicle with a Fuso military license plate drove slowly from the motorway and lined up to cross the border. Su Chen frowned, with extremely keen perception. The two people in the car were very powerful, probably close to Zhang Wuya's level. The Yun family rescue team has gone to the Yangwang continent warning zone in Togami County. 2 top martial arts masters from Fuso are here again. It seemed like the whole thing was unusual, just as Su Chen was about to report this anomaly to Yan Guiqing. At this time, Guo Shangtao, who was beside him, came over and whispered in a low voice, "Su Chen, did you find anything?" Su Chen said, Don't interfere too much. Let the Yun family and Fuzang fight with each other. I am Yuan Qing's friend." Guo Shangtao directly stated his identity. Su Chen was surprised. There are 2 forces in the Imperial Capital Special Operations Office. Rely on the Yun family and hate the Yun family. The last time I met Yuan Qing at the charming coffee bar, Yuan Qing told me that she was affiliated with the hanging operation team of the Imperial Capital Special Operations Department. A secret operations team unknown to the outside world. The purpose of the appointment is to hope that we will have the opportunity to work together in the future. But what to do? Yuan Qing did not inform. This time, he was invited by Yan Guiqing, Deputy Director of the Imperial Capital Special Operations Department, to travel east to Fuzang to assist the Yun family in tracking down foreign spies. Yan Guiqing repeatedly warned that the alien spies must be uncovered. As long as Yunlai is successfully rescued, the future prospects are limitless. Zhang Wuya is a 7th-level warrior, and the thin bamboo pole is also a 7th-level warrior. If the Fuzang people still dare to assist the alien spies to kidnap Yunlai, they must have something to rely on. Guo Shangtao pretended to be on patrol and continued to tilt his head and whisper, "The water here is very deep. If you are not careful, you will get into trouble." Just when Guo Shangtao whispered, a refrigerated truck arrived. Refrigerated trucks like this go to the Yangwang continent colonies, and they basically go there empty and transport all kinds of meat back. Su Chen clearly sensed that there was someone in this refrigerated truck. 6 people. One of them was actually stronger than Zhang Wuya. Sneaking across the country. There are also 7th-grade warriors accompanying him. Of course it was the alien spy who kidnapped Yunlai. Guo Shangtao is only a 5th-level warrior. Even if he releases his energy to explore, he is still more than 20 meters away and cannot penetrate the thick refrigerated truck compartment. But I could feel Su Chen's subtle emotional changes. There must be something wrong with the refrigerated truck passing by the motorway 20 meters ahead. Su Chen, it's better not to get involved in the feud between Daxia and Fuzang. If you report it now, your death will be in vain. Su Chen subconsciously clenched the warning stick in his hand. If you rush up and stop this refrigerated truck, the 2 Fuso 7th-grade martial arts masters in the black special vehicle in front will definitely join forces to snipe. This is Fuso's territory. He is disguised as an inspector. Fuso often makes excuses to shirk responsibility. Interception is definitely the last resort. Wait until they pass through the black hole and enter the Yangwang continent warning zone in Togami County. Then notify Yan Guiqing immediately. However, with Fuzang's 2 7th-level warriors guarding him, and the Wind Clan's 7th-level warrior who kidnapped Yunlai, it was extremely difficult for the Yun family's rescue team to rescue Yunlai. Moreover, informing Yan Guiqing would offend the forces in the Imperial Capital Special Operations Department who were hostile to the Yun family. I originally thought that after learning the supreme skill, 9 revolutions of Schwantian skill, and coming to the Imperial Capital, I would become a rising martial arts star that attracted much attention in a short period of time. It was only at this moment, caught in the overt and covert fights between Daxia, Fuzang, and other races, that he realized how insignificant he was with his current strength. It has been determined that the mentor Diank was beaten to a disability, and the culprit is closely related to the wealthy family that occupies the imperial capital. It would be more appropriate to conduct a secret investigation with the help of the forces within the imperial capital special operations department that are hostile to the Yun family. Weigh the pros and cons quickly. Su Chen turned his head and looked at the slowly driving vehicle behind him. Guo Shangtao was very pleased. Su Chen finally made a choice and no longer relied on the Yun family. Beep. The traffic signal sounds. It indicates that the refrigerated truck successfully entered the black hole passage. Su Chen suddenly thought of Yun Lai. The young master of the Yun family has outstanding talents, but he will never be able to awaken his spiritual roots for the rest of his life, so he will not pose a threat to any force. As a citizen of Daxia, I felt very uncomfortable watching Fuzang collude with foreigners to kidnap Yunli. What's more important is that facing the two 7th level warriors Fuzang, he actually felt a little timid, which would definitely have a negative impact on martial arts practice. But those who have not yet advanced to the 6th grade warrior cannot compete with the 7th grade warrior. If there is a conflict, you can only run away but not fight. He glanced at the refrigerated truck and disappeared from sight. Extreme frustration arose spontaneously. At the same time, I also really want to become strong. Yunli, I'm sorry, I hope you have good luck. Su Chen said silently, feeling very tired and wanted to leave Fuzang immediately, return to Daxia and hold Xu Mengyao in his arms, so as to resolve the accumulated negative emotions. Get off the boat and get on again. Finally board the refrigerated truck. Yunli was blindfolded by a black cloth throughout the whole process. Yun Lai understands. It is not yet certain whether the Mito family of Fuso will fall out. Feng Ziyu, who was prepared with both hands, didn't want to see the person sent by the Mito family to take care of him. If they were attacked by the Mito family in the Yangwang continent warning zone. Not only will you see it, I'm afraid I don't know him. He will also deliberately reveal who is colluding with the Wind clan. Although he was blindfolded by a black cloth, Yunli could probably understand the situation in the outside world based on the various sounds along the way. The Mito family is worthy of being the top family member of Fuso. The refrigerated truck passed the strict safety inspection without any hindrance. Successfully entered the Yangwang continent warning area in Togami County from the Togami County warning area. Then, according to traffic conditions, know that the refrigerated truck veers off the highway and onto a rugged trail. Yun Lai merged his memories and had a better understanding of the warning zone. The warning zone on the Yangwang continent was mainly used to prevent ferocious beasts from invading Blue Star. And the ferocious beasts near the warning area are regularly cleared. After nearly 100 years of repeated eradication, the ferocious beasts also have a fear of the warning zone. Compared to other areas, the cordoned-off area is much safer. But this is limited to reptile beasts. Flying ferocious beasts still frequently harass the warning area due to their speed. Therefore, if you are escorting dignitaries or important supplies, you will avoid the empty highway and take the densely wooded trails next to the highway. So far, the Mito family seems to have no dissent. If the Mito family didn't want to put the blame on them, they just escorted Feng Ziyu and his party out of the warning area. The difficulty for Zhang Wuya and Yuan Shuiyi to successfully rescue suddenly increased. It's no wonder that my sister Yun Yan asked the big licking dog Zhou Tianheng to come to support her. All extreme situations must be considered. Yunli didn't panic at all about what would happen. Regardless of whether the Mito family would attack Feng Ziyu and his party, they would still win. Just catch Feng Ziyu by surprise. This is equal to the success of the anti-kidnapping campaign. However, Feng Ziyu had to test Feng Ziyu's vigilance against him one last time. As expected before, the 7th grade warrior Feng Tuo is responsible for dealing with emergencies, and those guarding him are Feng Ziyu and Feng Yakin. Yunli's sense of smell is also very sensitive now. On the left is Feng Ziyu, who exudes a faint scent of jasmine, and on the right is Feng Yakin, wearing Chanel cocoa perfume. From this we know that Feng Yakin is quite yearning for modern civilization. If only Feng Yakin could be captured. Coercion and inducement. The possibility of Feng Yakin's rebellion is extremely high. But Feng Yakin is just Feng Ziyu's personal maid. Little people are not interested. It's enough to catch Feng Ziyu. When Yunlai was about to pretend to doze off, he turned to Feng Ziyu on the left to test her reaction. Bah! The refrigerated truck braked suddenly. With the help of inertia, Yunlai fell towards Feng Ziyu. A moment when shoulders bump into each other. Yunli was relieved. Feng Ziyu didn't even trigger her instinctive energy to protect herself. Self-defilation on the ship made Feng Ziyu's impression of herself so bad that she subconsciously did not take any precautions at all. Feng Tuo, who was sitting opposite Yunlai, slapped the refrigerated truck compartment behind him with his backhand. The entire compartment looked like a piece of plastic flying into the dense forest. Princess, take good care of Yunlai. Feng Tuo warned in a deep voice, then disappeared in a flash. Feng Ziyu sighed secretly, still underestimated the strength of the Yun family. Originally, the Mito family sent 2 7th-grade warriors, Mito Masakan and Mito Yusuk, to ride in a special vehicle of the Fuso military. On the surface, they were escorting, but in fact they wanted to find an opportunity for a sneak attack. The target is Yunli. Kill Yunli and blame the Wind Clan. Previously, Feng Tuo secretly reported that the special vehicles driving on the highway suddenly accelerated and drove away. Fuzang people are really cunning and ghost-like. They realized that they were being targeted by martial arts masters from the Yun family. It was concluded that the attack on Yunlai could not be successful. Abandon the plan immediately. Pretend to be passing by. As long as there is no hard evidence, the Yun family cannot openly attack the Mito family. However, Mito Masaru and Mito Yusuk of the Mito family did not launch an attack. Even if they knew that they had bad intentions, for the sake of future cooperation, it was inconvenient to reveal to the Yun family that they had a secret agreement with the Mito family. But no matter how many 7th-level warriors the Yun family dispatched, just control Yunlai. They're definitely going to use a war weapon. Bang! There was a muffled sound outside the car, and a wave of hot air blew past the side of the refrigerated truck. The leaves beside the path immediately turned yellow and curled up. But the temperature inside the cabin is normal. It was not affected by the heat wave. Feng Tuo awakened the spiritual roots of wood, earth and metal. He is not good at controlling the fire element. They were all swept away from the refrigerated truck by the scorching waves of air. This also shows that Feng Tuo has fallen behind. One move can reveal Feng Tuo's defeat. Feng Ziyu thought for a while, and the Yun family should have invited Zhou Tianheng, a martial artist ranked 3rd on the global martial arts list. According to the information, Zhou Tianheng has been practicing in seclusion recently, waiting for the secret realm of Yanwang continent to open in a few months. The 7th-grade warriors' retreat practice is very taboo to be disturbed by others. Zhou Tianheng didn't care about getting out of seclusion. The only one who can impress him is Yun Yan, the eldest lady of the Yun family. Since Zhou Tianheng took action to intercept, there is no point in staying in the car without getting out. Grabbing Yunlai's left wrist with one hand and pinching the back of Yunlai's neck with the other, Feng Ziyu escorted Yunlai to jump out of the refrigerated truck. Yu Jingcheng and other 4 guards saw that although the young master's eyes were covered with black cloth, the white shirt he wore when he was kidnapped was intact. There should be no hardship. The hanging heart was completely relieved. Zhang Wuyu looked at Zhou Tianheng who was falling from the sky and secretly compared him. He was still far behind him. Only Yun Yuan could steadily beat Zhou Tianheng. Yuan Shui wanted to give Zhou Tianheng a blow. It is predicted that the Fuzang people will most likely attack Feng Ziyu and his party, with the purpose of killing Yunlai and letting the Yun family devote all their resources to a decisive battle with the Feng clan, thereby weakening Daxia's strength. Prepare for a mantis stalking the cicada, with the oriole behind. By the time the Fuso people are almost done fighting Feng Tuo, come back and get some bargains. But Zhou Tianheng, a big licking dog, in order to win Yun Yan's heart and ensure Yunlai's absolute safety, scared away the 2 7th-level warriors of the Fuzang people. Moreover, with this guy here, it would not be his turn to fight Feng Tuo, the 7th-grade warrior of the Wind Clan. Zhou Tianheng didn't bother to care what others thought. Yun Yan hinted that if Yunlai was rescued, she would seriously consider their relationship. Who dares to hurt brother-in-law Yunli? I vowed to cut him into pieces. Yunli, I'm here to take you home. In front of the refrigerated truck, Feng Tuo, dressed in black monk's clothes and disguised as a monk, snorted heavily and couldn't stand Zhou Tianheng's arrogance. But I have to admit that he is no match for Zhou Tianheng. But what if Zhou Tianheng comes? Feng Ziyu had already prepared for the worst. Ha! Feng Tuo raised his head and let out a sharp roar. Soon, a sharp roar of "phew" came from midair in response. Zhang Wuya's expression changed. In order to kidnap Yun Lai, the Feng clan was really willing to spend a lot of money, and even let the domesticated 7th-grade ferocious beast blood-eyed golden eagle break into the guarded area. Yuan Shui looked up and was even more shocked. The 7th-grade ferocious beast, the blood-eyed golden eagle, came not with one but with 2 heads. Yu Jingcheng and the other 4 guards, on the other hand, remained calm and confident in their young master, and they would definitely be able to counter Feng Ziyu. Zhou Tianheng frowned. Stretch your right arm. A 3-foot-long sword covered in red was held in his hand. I'm going to hold these 2 ferocious beasts. You go and save Yun Lai. Feng Ziyu said loudly. No one should act rashly. Believe it or not, I will pinch his neck. Zhou Tianheng immediately became anxious. Wouldn't severing Yunli's neck kill his own love? No, no, no. We have something to discuss. Yun Lai really hated Zhou Tianheng. In one sentence, the initiative was completely thrown away. Wouldn't he say, as long as Yun Lai loses 1 hair, no matter where you run to the ends of the earth, I, Zhou Tianheng, will take your head. Even if Feng Ziyu can't be suppressed, at least the momentum is not lost. Why, the brother-in-law who has such a big licking dog on the stall has been unlucky for 8 lifetimes. It's true that, if you rely on a mountain, you will fall, but if you rely on everyone, you will run away. Before the blood-eyed golden eagle, which is bigger than the Gulfstream G500, falls. Help yourself quickly. When Feng Ziyu heard what Zhou Tianheng said and saw Zhang Wuya and others standing still, she couldn't help but be overjoyed. As long as Yun Lai is escorted to the blood-eyed golden eagle. Suddenly, Feng Ziyu felt as if her hands were clenching red-hot fine iron, and she instinctively let go, without even having time to think about what was going on. Yun Lai has already grabbed his neck. Yun Lai put one arm around Feng Ziyu's slender waist, the other around her neck, and said loudly, no one should move rashly. Do you believe I will break her neck? Except for the 4 big losers, Zhang Wuya, and Yuan Shui. The rest of the people were all horrified. A martial arts waste without awakened spiritual roots could counterattack the 5th-grade warrior Feng Ziyu in an instant. Feng Zi's tone made her cheeks turn red. Unexpectedly, Yun Lai had already awakened his spiritual roots and had the strength of a 4th-grade warrior to counter him in an instant. Controlled by him. Also learn to speak for yourself. In turn, it threatens our own side. Looking back on the boat, Yun Lai's cowardice were completely disguised. This guy is really cunning, treacherous and insidious. Bad. Yun Lai is so bad. Feng Yakin stood behind Feng Ziyu. It was the princess who kidnapped Yunli. In the blink of an eye, Yun Lai kidnapped the princess. I was so shocked that my face turned pale. Come to your senses. Instinctively, he wanted to attack Yunli to rescue the princess. But as soon as he raised his hand, his wrist was grabbed by a soft energy, and he flew to Feng Tuo's side. Feng Tuo knew it. Feng Ziyu's capture was inevitable. But Feng Ziyu is the princess of the Feng clan. The Yun family will not be too negligent. It's nothing more than asking the Feng clan to pay a price that satisfies the Yun family. Yunli, I really admire you from Feng. You also hope to treat my princess well. If there is any disrespect, everyone in the Feng clan will definitely fight to the death. Yun Lai used his strength to shatter the black cloth covering his eyes, and looked at the big licking dog Zhou Tianheng, who still had a shocked expression. Listen carefully. Feng Tuo calls this the loser-no-loser formation. No wonder Zhou Tianheng ranks 3rd in the world's martial arts, but my sister Union just doesn't like him very much. The big licking dog lacks the strength that a top martial artist should have. Don't worry, the eldest princess is a distinguished guest of my Yun family. How could I be so indifferent? She must be very courteous. Yun Lai turned to look at Feng Tuo and while speaking, gently stroked Feng Ziyu's silky hair with his chin. Feng Ziyu was so embarrassed and angry that even her earlobes turned red. The princess was frivolous. As a minister, Feng Tuo's eyes revealed a fierce light. I wish I could skin Yun Lai. But the princess was kidnapped by Yun Lai, and there were 3 7th-level warriors including Zhou Tianheng. Even with the help of 2 bloody-eyed golden eagles, they couldn't take advantage. Now we have to rush back as soon as possible, report to the clan leader, and formally send an envoy to negotiate with the Yun family to redeem the princess. Feng Ziyu quickly calmed down. 2 tame blood-eyed golden eagles were summoned in advance to come to the Yanwang Continent warning zone in Togami County to assist. I thought everything was safe. But I never expected that Yunlai not only awakened his spiritual roots, but also had the cultivation of a 4th-grade warrior. As we all know, Yunli is a waste of martial arts, and he has often spent time and alcohol in the past few years, even though his performance at last night's concert was amazing. I never thought that Yunlai would have such a huge transformation in martial arts. As for Yunlai's so-called lip-syncing, of course he was just trying to deceive himself. As a result, he was no longer wary of him. He was convinced after losing to Yunlai. Since Yunlai countered him, there was no need to be quick-tongued. Although the 2 bloody-eyed golden eagles have developed spiritual intelligence, their IQs are far inferior to those of normal people. What if the 3 martial arts masters of the Yun family were determined to keep Feng Tuo? Feng Tuo must have died here today. Feng Yuqin and other followers were even more inevitable. A 7th-grade warrior is a treasure within the clan and must not be lost. Feng Ziyu raised her eyebrows. Feng Tuo understood in his heart that the princess wanted him to take Feng Yuqin and leave quickly. He cherishes his subordinates so much. If the princess cannot be rescued in the future, you must die to apologize. After taking a deep look at Yunlai, Feng Tuo's black monk's robe instantly expanded, and a strong black wind blew by, taking Feng Yuqin and others away. The 2 blood-eyed golden eagles hovering in the air also disappeared instantly. To counter Feng Ziyu, and because Yunlai is the future head of the Yun family, he is the leader of this anti-kidnapping plan. Yunli did not order the interception. Including Zhou Tianheng, no one acted rashly. In fact, everyone knows it very well. Catching Feng Ziyu is really a big fish. Even if Feng Tuo is a 7th-level warrior, he is nothing compared to Feng Ziyu, the princess of the Feng clan. Yuan Shui, please make Her Royal Highness the princess more docile. Yunlai ordered. Yuan Shui is the leader of the Yun family's killer organization and an expert at using torture. He raised his right hand, and the tip of his index finger flashed with a dense blue light. He waved his index finger to Feng Ziyu. The flashing blue light from his fingertips instantly shot into Feng Ziyu's lower abdomen. Feng Ziyu awakened the spiritual roots of gold and fire, and the blue light contained the pure water spirit power of the 7th-grade warrior Yuan Shui. As soon as he entered the Dantian Qi Si, Feng Ziyu felt as if his whole body had fallen into an extremely cold ice cave, and his body shivered. But it soon returned to normal. Feng Ziyu understood that if she wanted to mobilize the aura of the Sea of Dantian, she would be tortured by extreme cold. The harder she tried, the stiffer she would become. Only when the Yuan Shui can dissolve the power of the water element that imprisons the Dantian Qi Si, or if a warrior stronger than him comes to help, can he regain his freedom. Yunlai no longer held Feng Ziyu, but instead held her hand and captured the Feng clan chief princess. If the news was spread back to Daxia, it would definitely cause a sensation. But Yunli didn't want the outside world to know. Feng Ziyu kidnapped herself in order to blackmail her brother Yunyuan into withdrawing the army. So, he also wanted to seek benefits from Feng Ziyu. Once exposed, private transactions are difficult. This was the first time that Feng Ziyu was held by a man. Although this man was extremely evil, a strange feeling flashed through her heart. Without any unnecessary struggle, Feng Ziyu let Yunlai lead her and followed him towards the highway. Didn't take a few steps. Yunli heard the system prompt. Ding. Zhou Tianheng is very anxious and feels the need to have a good talk with you. Can you please be accommodating and say something nice to Yun Yan in front of him? His luck will be plus 777. Ding. Yuan Shui admires your scheming very much and firmly believes that you will be the most outstanding head of the Yun family in the past, with a luck value of plus 999. Ding. Zhang Wuya is convinced, completely convinced. Every man in the Yun family is less afraid of death than the last one. You have done Haiyan Juntian a great favor. Luck value plus 888. Ding. Yu Jingcheng decided to get drunk when he goes back to soothe his tense nerves. Maybe you will do something adventurous and exciting next. Your luck value will be plus 621. Ding. Zhang Rong thinks that you are holding Feng Ziyu, and you seem to be quite a match. If Feng Ziyu is pregnant with your flesh and blood, and then sent back to the Wind Clan, it will be very exciting just thinking about it. Luck value plus 666. The four big losers are not good people. Cao Ming and Ding Weijing also had similar thoughts. Yun Lai scoffed at this, how could he do such a dirty thing? But as if by mistake, he turned to look at Feng Ziyu. Just a ray of sunlight shined on her face through the dense branches and leaves. The princess of the Wind Clan is an attractive type. Not surprising at first glance. The more I look at it, the better it feels. Feng Ziyu relied on a woman's natural keen intuition to sense that Yun Lai turned around with bad intentions and pinched the back of his hand hard with her nails. Warning not to have any wrong ideas. Ding. Feng Ziyu is very scared, afraid that you will be rude to her. If you really dare to violate her, even if you bite your tongue and commit suicide, you will not be allowed to succeed. Luck value plus 999. Yun Lai turned around and rolled his eyes. There are C and D at home. B. I really don't like it. Successfully returned to Blue Star from the Yangwang Continent Warning Zone in Togami County. Yunli immediately took Zhou Tianhang and others to find Yan Guiqing. I wanted to take advantage of the big licking dog Zhou Tianhang's presence. There are also Zhang Wuya and Yuan Shui. 3 7th level warriors surrounded Su Chen and killed him on the spot. Unexpectedly, Su Chen, who was invited by Yan Guiqing to assist in the investigation, would leave without saying goodbye. This made Yunli very depressed. The son of luck really has some shitty luck. It was as if the prophet had dodged a disaster. However, the early appearance of the big licking dog Zhou Tianhang also aroused Yunli's concern. There are also top players in the protagonist camp. 7th grade warrior Shui Xuanyi. He is the founder of the Rage Killer organization. A fierce man ranked 5th in the global martial arts rankings. The plot of the original work has changed so much. Shui Xuanyi may also appear early. He's there. Even the big licking dog Zhou Tianhang plus Yuan Shui really can't kill Su Chen, who is proficient in escape techniques. To be on the safe side, it is better to wait for the spiritual root tree to become mature and demon flame burning sky to at least master its attack, and then wait for an opportunity to eradicate Su Chen. And Su Chen probably hasn't found out yet that it was his brother Yunyuan who crippled Dian Ke. The four losers already knew that Xu Mengyao and Su Chen were together, so it was time to formally meet Su Chen when they returned home. Then, take a good look at the luck value of the Son of Luck. Not finding Su Chen, Yun Lai returned to the car and naturally held Feng Ziyu's hand again. Feng Ziyu frowned and said, Yunli, I am an ordinary person now, can you let go of your dog's paw? Yun Lai glanced at Feng Ziyu. Prisoners have no right to make demands. For safety's sake, I will hold your hand until we return to Daxia. Don't even think about asking for help from the little devil. By the way, don't drink water after boarding the plane. If you want to go to the bathroom, I won't let you go. Feng Zi's tone made her turn her head to the other side. He was afraid that he would not be able to resist biting Yun Lai. Why is this big bad guy so bad? The Fuso Mito family secretly colludes with the Wind Clan. Feng Ziyu, the princess of the Wind Clan, was captured. Not just Yunli, even Zhou Tianhang was very energetic. After all, it is within Fuso territory. If the Mito family really jumped over the wall and gathered all the elites of the family, the Fuso military would secretly cooperate. It's not difficult to get Feng Ziyu back. Even if you can't get it back, kill it on the spot. Fortunately, from the Togami Prefecture warning area to the airport, the journey was uneventful, waiting for the special plane to take off. Flying into the Daxia Air Defense Identification Zone. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. With everything going so smoothly, Yunli suddenly understood that the richest man's father must have exerted unprecedented pressure on Fuso, forcing the Mito family not to act rashly. The Mito family's think tank also judged that the Yun family would not expose their secret collusion with the Wind Clan to the world. Actually, financial groups and aristocratic families in major countries have more or less private connections with the foreign races in Yangwang Continent. The Yun family has a very good relationship with the foreign electric tribe. After making sure it was safe, Yun Lai still didn't let go. Feng Ziyu was very resentful and contributed nearly 3,000 luck points along the way. There is also Feng Ziyu. The big licking dog Zhou Tianhang couldn't find a chance, so he asked me to put in a good word. The four big losers, Zhang Wuya and Yuan Shui, took turns going to the bathroom, and when they came back, they all looked at me pitifully. Yun Lai understands. Kidnapped by Feng Ziyu. This is no small matter. There was a huge flaw in the security guard. Even if he returns to Daxia safely, the richest man will definitely investigate thoroughly. Xiao Luan, the 7th grade warrior in charge of intelligence collection, will not show mercy to them and will find out the truth sooner or later. In order to prevent people from the Imperial Capital Special Operations Department from knowing that Feng Ziyu fell into the hands of the Yun family, Yun Lai did not even let Yan Guiqing board the plane. At this moment, the cabin is full of trusted confidants. There is no scruple. Don't worry, I will explain it clearly when I see my father and sister. You have no fault and no merit, Yun Lai said loudly. Listen to Yun Lai say this. Zhang Wuya, Yuan Shui, Yu Jingcheng and others were completely relieved. The little master is responsible. Only such a little master deserves to work for his subordinates. Feng Ziyu was secretly shocked. It turns out that Yun Lai is the mastermind. He actually knew early on that he would be kidnapped. Deliberately used as bait. As a result, I became his prisoner. However, if Yun Lai has such a plan, he will be safe. Kidnapping Yun Lai. He regarded Yun Lai as a rare commodity. Being kidnapped by Yun Lai certainly knew that he was of great use. He would never do anything rude, lest he forge irresolvable hatred. You know what? My dad doesn't have much expectations for me. He just wants me to get married as soon as possible and continue the heirs for the Yun family. If my family's Ran Shuang gives birth to a girl, and all of her children are girls. Feng Ziyu turned her head to look at Yun Lai, and when she saw Yun Lai's eyebrows raised frivolously, she instantly understood that he was threatening her. And this kind of threat is very likely to be implemented. For example, put yourself under house arrest and let yourself be pregnant with his flesh and blood until you give birth to a boy for the Yun family. In the end, he sent himself back, but left his child behind. He had such a deep love for each other, and he would never be able to deal with the Yun family ruthlessly in the future. Everyone in the Wind clan was very angry. But in terms of overall strength, the gap between it and Daxia is too big. Except for some painless assassination attacks. It's really helpless. Yunli, you. Feng Ziyu was so angry that she was speechless. Yun Lai smiled at Feng Ziyu's contribution of 999 luck points. No more teasing her. In more than 10 minutes, the special plane will arrive at the Imperial Capital International Airport, and I have to think about what to tell my parents and sisters, and what to continue to hide. Feng Ziyu finally regained her composure and was about to scold Yun Lai for his shamelessness and despicableness. Just listen to what Yun Lai said first. Save your energy. There are so many people who criticize me. People throw mud at me. I will use mud to grow lotus flowers. Plant lotus flowers and gather lotus roots. Picked lotus roots and sold them for money. Feng Ziyu was stunned. Savor the limerick at the back. No more scolding. Impressed. I just feel that meeting Yun Lai is like meeting my destined nemesis. Received notification of successful rescue of Yun Lai. Yun Shang, the super, Voldemort, Yun Yan, who loved his son as much as his life, came to the Imperial Capital International Airport to pick him up an hour in advance. Hope finally saw the Gulfstream G500 landing smoothly. If it weren't for his status as the head of the family, Yun Sheng couldn't wait to board the plane and gave Yun Lai a big hug. The sky opens its eyes. My youngest son has finally made some progress. But he was kidnapped. I don't know how much I have suffered and how much I have suffered. Ever since Union learned that Yunli had been kidnapped, she had been holding back her tears as the Gulfstream G500 slowly taxied to the tarmac. Airport staff drove a passenger stair truck to pick up the gangway. The cabin door opens. Yun Lai was seen coming out first. I was so excited that I burst into tears. Brother. You were really wrong. Yun Yan said silently. Soon, Yun Yan quickly wiped away the tears that overflowed from the corners of her eyes with her slender fingers. Yun Lai was still, holding a pretty little girl. Yun Sheng was also puzzled by the scene before him. I originally thought that my little son, who was weak, would probably be helped down. I never expected that after being kidnapped, I could bring back a little girl. Yun Lai took Feng Ziyu and slowly walked down the gangway, came to his father and sister, and then let go of his hand. Dad, Sister, let me introduce to you. This is Feng Ziyu, the princess of the Feng clan. She is also the mastermind behind my kidnapping. She is now my prisoner. Yun Sheng was pleasantly surprised and immediately understood that his youngest son was unusual. Many people, including Zhang Wuya, helped hide the truth. Even the previous report did not mention Feng Ziyu at all. Yun Yan's tears turned into laughter in an instant. Princess Feng Ziyu. Ha ha, what a blessing in disguise, and I caught a big fish. I have long heard that Feng Ziyu is difficult to deal with. How was she captured? He actually let Yun Lai hold his hand very meekly. I almost thought it was Yun Lai's new love. Then he looked at his big licking dog Zhou Tianheng. There is no smug claiming of credit. See yourself and see him. Look away now. Good. Very good. This time Yun Lai was kidnapped, and the scoundrels below concealed a lot of things. Even if he is captured, he cannot lose his manners and be looked down upon. Feng Ziyu said in a neither humble nor arrogant manner. Princess Feng Ziyu has met the head of the Yun family. There was a large public, and there were outsiders present, so it was not convenient for Yun Sheng to investigate in details. Moreover, Feng Ziyu was very useful. Like a kind elder, he smiled and said, "Welcome Princess Feng to Daxia as a guest. How dare you kidnap your own brother?" Yun Yan wished she could cut Feng Ziyu into pieces. But since Yun Lai is safe and sound, and Feng Ziyu is a prisoner again, surface politeness is a must. Look at Feng Ziyu carefully again. She must be less than 20 years old. Earlier, Yun Lai led Feng Ziyu down the gangway. There was an illusion for a moment. Yun Li was not kidnapped, but returned from traveling abroad with his new love. An idea popped up. The Yun family now hopes that Yun Lai will continue to have children. Not as good as. It's better to persuade Yun Lai to favor Feng Ziyu. If Feng Ziyu, the eldest princess of the Wind clan, becomes pregnant with Yun Lai's flesh and blood and gives birth to a boy, wow, this will have a profound impact on the relationship between Daxia and the Wind clan. Thinking of this, Yun Yan's eyes changed instantly when she looked at Feng Ziyu, and she stepped forward to hold Feng Ziyu's arm affectionately. The princess is really wrong. Those rough guys down there don't understand etiquette. If there is anything rude, don't take it personally. The Yun family is the leading wealthy family in Great Sha. A key target for Wind clan intelligence gathering. Feng Ziyu knew that Yun Yan loved Yun Lai very much, and the Yun family desperately hoped that Yun Lai would continue his heir. Yun Yan is so enthusiastic. Definitely not well-intentioned. Panic. Extreme panic spread in my heart. I would rather the demon siblings beat and scold themselves than be so hypocritically polite. Ding. Feng Ziyu almost wants to cry. You and your sister are both devils. Your luck value is +748. Ding. The more Yun Yan looks at Feng Ziyu, the more she likes her. She thinks this is also a good candidate for her younger siblings. The luck value is +512. Yun Li was really depressed when he heard the system prompts. Why does this old lady want to get women for herself all day long? Feng Zhu is a strategically valuable partner. It is not a reproductive tool for the Yun family to continue their heirs. He was about to snatch Feng Ziyu back from his sister Yun Yan. Before Yun Li could make any move, he was hugged by the richest man's father. Just be safe and sound. Go home. It's been a long time since we, father and son, had a heart-to-heart talk. Yun Li could only give up. It would be a good idea to let my sister sharpen the prisoner's spirit first. It's urgent. You must respond well to the inquiries from the richest father. Yunyuan in the western suburbs of the imperial capital. Inner hall. Yun Sheng originally wanted to talk to Yun Lai alone. But Yun Li insisted on letting Yu Jingcheng and other personal guards, as well as Zhang Wuya and Yuan Shuiyi, report the kidnapping first. Seeing even Zhang Wuya and Yuan Shuiyi kneeling in front of Zion's bed, Yun Sheng, who was sitting as the head of the family, understood immediately. These thieves. Everyone knew in advance that Yun Li would be kidnapped. Who gave them such courage? Not reporting. It has been hidden until now. Tell me, what's going on? Yun Sheng asked expressionlessly. Zhang Wuya glanced at Yun Lai sitting beside him. Report truthfully. The night before the concert, the last general returned to the imperial capital and found the young master. He told Yun Shuai that he had received inside information that a 7th-level warrior from the Wind clan had sneaked into the imperial capital and was expected to kidnap the young master. The mission of the final general is to protect the little master personally and ensure that the little master is safe. Yun Sheng frowned slightly. Could it be that Yun Yuan was planning the whole thing behind the scenes? This traitor, as the eldest son of Yun, he should have inherited the position of head of the family. But he violated the ancestral instruction that the eldest son should not practice the thunder art of the 5 gods of heaven and earth. You have to practice the thunder technique of the 5 gods of heaven and earth. He also swore poisonous oaths. I will not be close to women in this life. If Yun Yuan was thinking about his family, how could he let Yun Lai's weak shoulders carry the heavy burden of the family head? Since it was discovered that a 7th-grade martial artist from the Fang clan had sneaked into the imperial capital, Zhang Wuya was asked to personally protect Yun Lai. However, as soon as the concert ended, Yun Lai was kidnapped. Yun Yuan used his own brother as bait in order to catch the big fish Feng Ziyu. If there is anything wrong with Yun Lai, do you really think that you, the head of the Yun family, can't deal with the treacherous son of an 8th-grade warrior? But at the end of the day, I will inform the young master of my future plans. But we were attacked by the young master. Yun Sheng suddenly heard what Zhang Wuya said and almost couldn't help but slap him with his palm. Yun Li was born prematurely and had serious congenital defects. He was unable to awaken his spiritual roots for the rest of his life. After 8 years of careful treatment, although he looked normal now, he was actually powerless. He sneak attacked a 7th-grade warrior. Could it be said next that Yun Lai captured Feng Ziyu alive? I really think I am an old fool. Yu Jingcheng saw that the master of the family looked unkind and hurriedly reported, Master, what General Zhang said is true. The young master has awakened the dual spiritual roots, and his current cultivation level has reached the bone refining realm. Yun Sheng suddenly turned his head to look at Yun Lai. The doting Yun Lai raised his right hand, patted his spotless sleeves gently, and said with a smile, Dad, don't blame them. I won't let them say anything. In addition to fearing that you will worry, I will secretly increase my vigilance. I just wanted to give you a big surprise. The kneeling Zhang Wuya and others peeked at the family leader Yun Sheng. I saw the head of the family, Yun Sheng, staring blankly at Yun Lai. As expected, he was shocked. Ding! The positive emotion from Yun Sheng, Yun Lai. Yun Lai, Yun Lai, the luck value is plus 999. Hear the system prompts. Yun Li knew that he had successfully passed the test. Yun Sheng finally came to his senses and asked in disbelief, Lear, you're not joking. Yun Li was too lazy to say anything. He raised his right hand. A fireball the size of an apple emerged from the palm of his hand. Just hit the richest man's father directly. With a thought in Yun Sheng's mind, his protective energy was like an invisible wall, blocking the incoming fireball. Boom! The inner hall seemed to be bursting with brilliant fireworks. Yun Sheng felt the pure power of fire element and almost cried with joy. It's really an eye-opener. Yun Lai repaired all his physical defects, awakened his dual spiritual roots, practiced hard in secret, and was promoted to a 4th-level warrior in one fell swoop. It is precisely because of the repair of physical defects that his hidden talents are fully activated, and he can even sing so well. My martial arts talent was inherited from me. I inherited my singing talent from my beloved wife Chu Yi. What's even more gratifying is that, at such a young age, Yun Lai was able to suppress Zhang Wuya and Yuan Shui, making the 2 7th-level warriors obey their orders. He even did not hesitate to deceive the current head of the family. The biggest worry is that Yun Lai will not be able to convince the public when he takes over as the head of the family. It's good now. Yun Lai is talented in literature and martial arts, and he has the adventurous gene of Yun family men. He is really the perfect candidate to take over as the head of the family. If you don't say anything about such a big thing in advance, it won't be the same next time. Yu Jingcheng and others were trembling with excitement. The bet was right. The master of the house really dotes on his little master. For such a big matter, it was passed with a light, it won't happen again, but there wasn't even a single harsh word. With the young master's current arrogance, that must continue to be an exception. Zhang Wuya and Yuan Shui glanced at each other. The master was so indulgent that the kidnapping was not over yet. The Mito family will definitely take revenge on Fuso. You all get up. Thanks for your hard work. Go down and have a good rest. Yun Sheng does not blame Zhang Wuya and others for their deception. As long as he is loyal to Yun Lai, there is no difference between being loyal to himself. Zhang Wuya and his party retreated. Look at Yun Lai again. His eyes were full of love. In a trance, it seemed that his wife's murmur of relief sounded in his ears. Yun Shang, our leader has grown up and is promising. At the moment when tears were about to overflow his eyes, Yun Shang raised his head high and exhaled a long breath. Yun Li has really grown up. Completely transformed. He is no longer the weak child who complained about his hardships while drinking medicine. If Yun Lai was young, Yun Shang would definitely hold him in circles and then lift him high. But now Yun Li's eagle spreads its wings. Then let him strike the sky as much as he wants. Lear, you should go down and have a rest. Yun Shang took a deep look at Az, then stood up and walked around the screen to the backyard. This moment, Yun Shang just wants to play the 10 songs that Yun Lai sang in the concert one by one in front of his beloved wife's memorial tablet. Tell me while listening to the song. The youngest son Yun Li, whose beloved wife had no time to take a look until her death, is finally no longer a waste in the eyes of the world. Rest, but he told me truthfully that the kidnapping was a trap. The richest man's father actually contributed 3,999. The 4 big losers, Zhang Wuya and Yuan Shui also contributed nearly 3,000 luck points. Full of rewards, Yun Lai is now in high spirits. Moreover, there is still a lot of things to do. If you plan carefully, you should formally get to know Su Chen. All-round revenge against the Fuso Mito family. If the big licking dog Zhou Tianhang hadn't come, he will definitely be attacked by the 2 7th level warriors of the Little Devil. Besides, came back. It's time to meet Yi Renshuang first. Less than a day has passed since she was kidnapped, and Xiaonizi has actually contributed more than 4,000 luck points. In addition to being a personal bodyguard, Yu Jingcheng was also an assistant in daily life. When he saw Yun Lai coming out, he quickly stepped forward and handed over a new mobile phone. Yun Lai took the phone and glanced at Yu Jingcheng, who was about to speak, and knew that he wanted to say that Xu Mengyao Hongxing had cheated on her. The 4 big losers are not good people. If you don't tell the truth, he would definitely go to find trouble with Su Chen privately. Then completely disrupt your plans. But he couldn't say it clearly, so Yun Lai suddenly had an idea and clicked on the address book on his mobile phone. He quickly swiped the screen and scrolled down to the contact, Xu Mengyao. Yu Jingcheng, who was waiting on the side, was stunned. Thought, the little master is back. If you want to make a call, you have to call Miss Yi first, right? Are you planning to call the backup Xu Mengyao? When Yun Lai was about to click call, Yu Jingcheng couldn't bear it anymore and whispered, Young Master Yun, this woman betrayed you. Yun Lai was happy. A loyal dog. What do you mean? Yun Lai asked with a frown. Yu Jingcheng risked his life. Tell me everything you saw on the plane. I thought the young master would be furious. Unexpectedly, I only heard an, oh, sound. Master Yun, Cao Ming and the others are planning to give Su Chen a good beating. Yu Jingcheng gritted his teeth. Yun Lai sighed secretly. The 4 big losers teamed up to ambush Su Chen. It just prompted Su Chen to accelerate his growth. Not good. A certain scoundrel will be stabbed across the throat by Su Chen. Su Chen is a fighting warrior, and every battle will greatly increase his strength. Don't foolishly send him a whetstone. Xu Mengyao is not even a spare tire. Don't think too much. I just suddenly remembered that I should give her an album. After all, she is my good friend. Remember, we are gentle people and don't want to be rough. Patting Yu Jingcheng's shoulder, Yun Li strode towards the manor parking lot. Yu Jingcheng suddenly recalled sending Xu Mengyao home that night. Before getting off the bus, Xu Mengyao kissed Yun Lai's cheek. Then Yun Li took out a handkerchief to wipe his face in disgust, and then threw the handkerchief out of the car. It was all just a joke. You must have really thought too much. Maybe the young master simply wants to make a female friend. Lao Yu, don't be in a daze, Mr. Yun is going to pick up Miss Yi. Cao Ming's urging came from the headset. Yu Jingcheng hurried to the parking lot. Suddenly I felt a little excited. The extremely arrogant Miss Yi saw that her young master returned safely so quickly. Will you be so excited that you throw yourself into your little master's arms? I'm really looking forward to Miss Yi's embrace. Yu Jingcheng loves gambling. Make a private bet with Cao Ming. I bet Yi Ranchuang would be so excited to give Yunlai a heartless hug when she saw him. Cao Ming recalled Yi Ranchuang's recent changes, especially when Yunlai was kidnapped. Yi Ranchuang leaned on the car and slowly slid to the ground, crying so hard that she almost broke her heart. Seeing my sweetheart return safely. Of course, very excited. It's normal to forget about love and embrace. After all, Yi Ranchuang is only 19 years old, which is when she is full of longing for love. And Yu Jingcheng also wanted to bet that Yi Ranchuang would be unable to control himself. You can make your own bet. Cao Ming chose a meeting. Then you can only choose not to. It's around 5 p.m. The motorcade is still 1 block away from the Yi family's residence. Yunli asked him to stop the car. Then, he opened the door and got out of the car. When Cao Ming saw this, he knew that the bet was lost. Although this was the outskirts of the imperial capital, it was the time to get off work and there were people coming and going on the road. The young master got off the bus early instead of going directly to the Yi family mansion. He was obviously planning to call Yi Ranchuang and ask her to come out. Yu Jingcheng was happy. The god of gamblers is the god of gamblers. You will win every time you bet. If Yi Ranchuang saw his young master when he opened the door, he would probably throw himself into his arms, but in this bustling street, that would definitely not happen. Yunli didn't hear the system's disguised mind-reading prompt. Otherwise, I would take a gamble. The reason why I got off a block away. Instead of looking for you at your door. Coming to the door right away is the style of a supporting villain and supporting actor. Just blindly please. Some small means must be used. Yunlai took out his cell phone from his pocket and called Yi Ranchuang. Pick up in seconds. Yunli, you came back safely, right? Well, I'm back. Immediately, Yunlai heard Yi Ranchuang choke softly on the other end of the phone. Yunlai looked forward and said, Ranchuang, I'll wait for you at the place where we parted last night. It's getting cold. Let's go have a hot pot together. Okay. Yi Ranchuang on the other end of the phone did not dare to say more, for fear that she would burst into tears as she spoke. Call ended. Yunli immediately heard the system prompt. Ding! Yi Ranchuang cried with joy. You have returned safely, and you even arranged to meet at the place where you were kidnapped last night. Why does it feel a little romantic? Luck value plus 668. It only took about 1 minute. I heard the system prompt again. Ding! Yi Ranchuang feels that her eyes are almost swollen from crying. She hasn't slept since last night. She just holds her phone and waits for your message. When we meet later, do you think she has become ugly? Luck value plus 512. Yunlai was convinced. How could this arrogant little girl think so much? But this can contribute to luck value. She truly deserves to be the #1 heroine. After thinking about it, Yunli sent a message to Yi Ranchuang. Hurry up, don't put on makeup or choose clothes, I'm really hungry. Soon, I received a reply from Yi Ranchuang. Got it, I'll be out right away. Yu Jingcheng pretended to be vigilant, eavesdropping on the phone calls between Yunlai and Yi Ranchuang. Suddenly I felt that I should seriously consider my lifelong affairs. There is no woman around. It's not the same thing to keep eating dog food like this from now on. About 10 minutes passed. More than 300 meters away, Yunli saw Yi Ranchuang from a distance. She trotted through the bustling crowd, followed by 2 guards from the Yi family. When they passed the intersection, less than 100 meters away, Yi Ranchuang probably saw her as well, and immediately stopped running, strolling forward like a lady. Cao Ming was very depressed when he saw this. Miss Yi was as arrogant as ever. While Yu Jingcheng was happy about winning money, he couldn't help but glance at his little mistress. Miss Yi could keep her composure so well. If she didn't take the initiative, it would be difficult for her to make any progress. As the distance between them got closer, Yi Ranchuang's heart felt like a deer. Yunli just called and sent a message, and he ran out in a hurry. Yunli should know his own thoughts, right? Ranchuang. Yunli raised his hand high. Yi Ranchuang, who was shy, slowed down again and walked up to Yunlai. She took a sneak peek and saw no bruises, redness or swelling, so she probably didn't feel any grievances about being kidnapped. When I came here, I passed by the Yuwang temple and saw a hot pot restaurant that seemed to be doing very well. Should we go over and give it a try? Yunli asked. Yi Ranchuang said softly. The two walked side by side on the street. Especially the elegant and beautiful Yi Ranchuang attracted the attention of passers-by. This way, neither Yunli nor Yi Ranchuang spoke. Not nothing to say, but there are too many things to talk about in public. Come to Yuangmiao Snack Street. Cao Ming has already made a reservation. Without Yunli's instructions, Yu Jingcheng and Cao Ming did not follow him into the store, but stood guard outside the store. The young master has awakened dual spiritual roots and possesses the strength of a 4th-grade warrior. Only few people know about this. With the evil intentions and scheming shown by the young master, if someone really has evil intentions, he will definitely suffer a big loss. Besides, Feng Tuo went back to report the news. In order to prevent the martial arts masters of the Feng clan from mobilizing in full force, the family master must have increased the number of secret guards on the young master. It's absolutely safe now. Besides, this is a date between the young master and Miss Yi, so he cannot be a light bulb. Although Yi Ranchuang comes from a wealthy family in the imperial capital, she doesn't like to be high profile. In the past, when Yunlai had dinner appointments, they went to top restaurants, and they even had to book the place. This made Yi Ranchuang dislike it very much. Yunlai's invitations were basically turned down. Yunlai has changed now. Become more and more like yourself. Even a young master from a well-established family should have some folk fireworks. Following Yunlai, he came to the reserved booth. As soon as Yi Ranchuang took his seat, Yunlai immediately sat down next to him. It's easier to talk when we sit together. Hearing what Yunlai said, Yi Ranchuang subconsciously moved inside, but soon felt it was inappropriate. We sit next to each other all the time. That's a behavior that only lovers can do. Yi Ranchuang wanted to sit across from her, but was blocked by Yunlai. She couldn't turn over the table. She also wanted to know what happened after Yunlai was kidnapped. They were close and it was really easy to talk, so she reluctantly did so. Let's sit together. Ding. Yi Ranchuang made an excuse for herself and accepted your domineering attitude with peace of mind. Her luck value is +520. Hearing the system prompts, especially the rare, 520 feet, Yunli suddenly remembered that this was his first date with the heroine. Order your food. Wait for the restaurant waiter to bring the dishes. Yi Ranchuang looked sideways at Yunlai and asked in a low voice impatiently, Yunlai, who kidnapped you? How did you rescue him? Did the kidnapper catch you? Yunlai directly picked up a plate of fat beef rolls and poured it into the pot. I haven't eaten anything for almost a day. Are you hungry too? Eat first. When you're full, speak slowly. After being reminded by Yunlai, Yi Ranchuang also felt hungry. Because she was worried about Yunlai, she hadn't eaten since last night. Next, the two feasted on the meal. In less than half an hour, all the dishes ordered were gone. Yunli ordered some more. When Yi Ranchuang was full, she helped Yunlai cook the vegetables. Seeing that Yunlai was eating quickly, she did not forget to persuade him to eat slower. When he was 80% full, Yunlai stopped his chopsticks, took out a tissue from the tissue box on the table, and wiped the corners of his mouth. Throwing the tissue on the bone plate, Yunlai deliberately looked outside, then raised his right hand and hooked his fingers at Yi Ranchuang. Although Yunlai returned safely, Yi Ranchuang still wanted to know whether the kidnappers had been caught or killed, so as to avoid future troubles. Therefore, Yi Ranchuang ignored her reservations and leaned on her shoulders, tilting her head towards Yunlai. Yunlai whispered in Yi Ranchuang's ear, what I said must not be known to others. The person who kidnapped me was Feng Tuo, a 7th-grade warrior of the Wind clan, and the mastermind behind it was Feng Ziyu, the eldest princess of the Feng clan. Yi Ranchuang was shocked. Daxia has been at war with the alien races of the Yanwang continent for nearly 100 years. Not to mention the upper-class circles, even ordinary people know a lot about the alien races. Feng Ziyu, the eldest princess of the Feng clan, was told by the elders during the family gathering that she was resourceful and a powerful character who was very difficult to deal with. Yunlai was targeted by Feng Ziyu. If the kidnapping failed this time, there might be another one. Tell me quickly, how did you rescue them? Where are the kidnappers? Yunlai stretched out his right arm and naturally hugged Yi Ranchuang's shoulders. His lips were almost close to her earlobe, and he whispered, guess. Yi Ranchuang's ears were itched by the hot breath Yunlai breathed out, and she was surprised to be hugged by Yunlai. She was so embarrassed that she hurriedly pushed him. Haven't apologized yet, just taking advantage of this. Beautiful thought. Say quickly, don't tell me that I'm going home. When Yunlai saw Yi Renchuang acting coquettishly, he wanted to tease her again, kiss her and hug her through whispers. At this time, there was a jolt in my pocket as my phone rang with an incoming call. Perhaps because his body function was getting stronger, Yunlai instinctively took out his cell phone when the incoming call rang. When Yunlai saw the caller ID, Mr. Fan, he couldn't help but glance at Yi Renchuang. Being so close, Yi Renchuang could see clearly. I asked Xiao Shuwei backstage at the concert last night. The beauty who gave Yunlai flowers and kissed her was none other than Fan Yuding, President Fan of Tianyan Entertainment. The Mr. Fan who called was probably Fan Yuding. Yi Renchuang felt sour in her heart. She hummed softly and urged unhappily, "Hurry up, Mr. Fan is looking for you, maybe it's about the album release." During this period of kidnapping, Fan Yuding also contributed nearly 3,000 luck points. Yunli was quite touched by the infatuation of Love Brain. It was probably my sister Union who informed Fan Yuding that she had returned safely and couldn't help missing her, so she called. Now I am innocent with Fan Yuding. There was no interaction. Fan Yuding couldn't say anything too explicit when she called. Mostly just to express condolences. So, Yunli answered the call calmly. "Hello, Yunli, just come back." Yunli was depressed. "Fan Yuding, Mr. Fan, can you please stop vibrato when speaking?" Yi Renchuang's face turned cold unconsciously. "That's okay." In addition to Yun Yan's instigation, Fan Yuding also had fantasies about Yunli. If she didn't have that kind of intention, Yunli just said, "Hey, how could there be obvious crying from the phone?" Pooh, Fan Yuding is shameless. The old cow still wants to eat young grass. HMPH. Yi Renchuang couldn't hold it back and snorted heavily. Before Yunli could say such polite words as, "Thank you for your concern, I'm really sorry for causing everyone to worry." Fan Yuding's happy voice came from the mobile phone. "Master Yun, it's great that you're okay. The music album, if Yun knows, must be exclusively distributed by Tianyan Entertainment. The good news will not go to outsiders. Oh, by the way, the program director Zhang Yifan admires Mr. Yun very much. He hopes that Mr. Yun will come to Tianyan Entertainment to provide guidance when he is free, so as to strive for a new variety show to win the ratings championship next year." Yunli understood that Fan Yuding heard Yi Renchuang snort and quickly changed the topic for fear of embarrassing herself. And the topic was changed very cleverly. Transform personal concerns into corporate business. He quickly got off the slope. The release of the album, if Yun knows, will be fully handled by Tianyan Entertainment Group. As for the guidance, it depends on the situation. I have been quite busy recently. Thank you so much, Mr. Yun. Tianyan Entertainment's performance in the second half of the year is really not good. I am also under a lot of pressure. No matter how busy I am, I should take the time to provide guidance. Mr. Fan is really being overly modest. Let's wait until I'm done with my busy schedule and then go to Tianyan Entertainment. Okay, Mr. Yun, please don't forget things too much. See you later. See you. Yi Renchuang has been pampered since she was a child, just like a flower in a greenhouse, with very little social experience. Listen to the follow-up call between Yunli and Fan Yuding. All have some self-doubt. Could it be that she was too sensitive and wrongly blamed Fan Yuding? But when I thought about Fan Yuding looking at Yunli affectionately when she was preparing to present flowers in the audience, she went on stage to present flowers and kissed Yunli in public. Fan Yuding definitely has a problem. Seeing Yi Renchuang pouting, Yunli smiled and comforted, "Mr. Fan is my sister's best friend. She has always been outgoing and likes to joke. I know that Mr. Fan kissed me when presenting flowers, which made you very unhappy." Quote, "Who is unhappy? If she kisses you, just kiss her. What does it have to do with me?" Yi Renchuang's arrogant temper was aroused again. Yunli heard the system prompt. Ding. Yi Renchuang is very unhappy. If she sees Fan Yuding kissing you again, don't even think about touching her again. Luck value plus 549. Ding. Fan Yuding is very depressed. Even calling you is like a thief. Find a chance next time and kiss Yi Renchuang again in front of her. She will be so angry. Luck value plus 512. A phone call. Got more than 1,000 luck points. But Yunli couldn't be happy. I have long experienced Fan Yuding's superb methods of seducing people. There is also the support of my sister Union. I really dare to kiss Yi Ranshuang again in front of her. And Yi Ranshuang has turned black. If she sees Fan Yuding getting angry again, the seeds of hatred will definitely be planted. When Yi Ranshuang entered the secret realm, he got various opportunities and his cultivation level soared. Will he challenge Fan Yuding to a duel? Suddenly, Yun Lai thought that with the major changes in the plot of the original work, Fan Yuding might also enter the secret realm. The two women dislike each other. The possibility of a fight is extremely high. Seeing Yun Lai's sudden silence, Yi Ranshuang was shocked to realize that what she said was too serious. It's all because Fan Yuding doesn't love herself. Yun Li didn't take the initiative to flirt with her. Moreover, Yun Lai was kidnapped, and when he was rescued, he was looking for himself. He couldn't even catch a chicken, so he must have been frightened a lot. It's wrong to anger Yun Li because of Fan Yuding's phone call. You and Mr. Fan need to meet for official business. Normal interactions are allowed, but only for official business. Yi Ranshuang was afraid that Yun Lai would make fun of her, so she gently pulled his arm and asked, "Tell me quickly, have the bad guys who kidnapped you been caught?" Yun Lai would not lose his temper with Yi Ranshuang, so he put his arms around her shoulders carelessly and told her an overview of what happened after she was kidnapped. But hidden is his own counterattack against Feng Ziyu. The rescue was all due to the big licking dog Zhou Tianhang. The reason for saying Feng Ziyu. I feel that my sister Union is evil. Yi Ranshuang might be allowed to see Feng Ziyu. The intention put pressure on Yi Ranshuang again. He didn't tell her that he had awakened his spiritual roots. Of course, he was giving Yi Ranshuang a big surprise during the engagement competition. After listening to the story, Yi Ranshuang realized that Yun Li had been kidnapped and taken to the Yanwang Continent security zone over Fuzhang. The rescue really failed. I'm afraid it will be difficult for Yun Li to come back. Very scared, he didn't even struggle to be held in Yun Lai's arms. It's peak dining time. The store started playing songs to enhance the atmosphere. When Yun Lai heard the prelude, it turned out to be Angel Wings. Ding! Guan Xiaoya heard Angel Wings and thought you were Yun Lai. Wow, the young master of the Yun family would come to such a hot pot restaurant to dine. Luck plus 10. After hearing the system prompt, Yun Lai saw a young girl in the booth diagonally opposite across the aisle, staring at him constantly. Yun Lai didn't want Guan Xiaoya to come over and strike up a conversation. It would be too embarrassing if he asked for an autograph or something. Ranshuang, let's go. What's wrong? Yi Ranshuang snuggled into Yun Lai's arms and felt very comfortable listening to her sweetheart's affectionate singing. Yun Lai whispered, I should have been recognized. Yi Ranshuang was stunned for a moment and immediately remembered that Yun Lai was now a rising star in the great Xia music scene. It's okay. If someone comes over and asks for an autograph, just sign it. Yun Lai didn't want to attract onlookers, so he hurriedly pulled the smiling Yi Ranshuang out of the hot pot restaurant. Yu Jingcheng finished settling the account for the young master. Together with Cao Ming, very wisely hidden. Finally, the little master held Miss Yi's hand. Don't be a light bulb at this time. But, during the day, Feng Ziyu was held in hand. Holding Yi Ranshuang at night. It always feels weird. Yi Ranshuang and Yun Li walked hand in hand on the street. From time to time, you can hear businesses playing songs from the If the Clouds Know album. Yi Ranshuang couldn't help but secretly glance at Yun Lai several times, and felt that her fiancé was really talented. Be with your loved ones. Except time will speed up. The journey will actually be shortened. Obviously Yuwang Temple is far away from home. But why is it that we are almost home after just one more intersection? Wanting to stay with Yun Lai for a while, Yi Ranshuang slowed down and saw that there were few pedestrians in this neighborhood. She smiled and said, King Yun Tian, will you sing a song for me? Yun Li was in a good mood. The relationship with Yi Ranshuang finally made a major breakthrough. Just holding hands is not enough. One step further must be taken. For example, the villain and the heroine kiss on the street. After thinking about it, Yun Li coughed dryly and started singing a cappella. The past has become nothing but smoke. Disappear before each other's eyes. I even said goodbye. I can't see that you are a bit sad. Give me everything. You're just perfunctory. The more innocent you smile, I will love you even more wildly. Yi Renchuang was extremely surprised. This is the first time I heard this song. Yunli did not sing this song at the concert. Oh my god. My fiancé is so talented. But listen to Yunli singing. I kissed you goodbye in a deserted street, making the wind laugh. I couldn't refuse. There are no passers-by on the street now, and Yunli sends him home again. I kiss you goodbye. Suddenly understood Yunli's intention. Okay, stop singing. It's very late. I'm going home first. Yi Renchuang's cheeks turned red with embarrassment. She wanted to take her hand out, but Yunli pulled her into his arms. Yunli let go, quickly hugged Yi Renchuang, lowered his head and kissed the lips that were more delicate than flowers. Yi Renchuang trembled as if she had been shocked by electricity. She instinctively hit Yunli, but the blows became weaker and weaker. In the end, her hands hooked his neck disobediently. Ding! Yu Jingcheng is overjoyed. You finally kissed me and won again. Your luck value is plus 666. Ding! Cao Ming is very depressed. He lost the bet again. You are acting like a gangster on the street. Your luck value is plus 666. Ding! Naoto Aki thinks he can plan to kidnap Yi Renchuang and use Yi Renchuang in exchange for Feng Ziyu. You, this dandy waste, have to accept it. Your luck value will be plus 10. Yunli, who was kissing sweetly and passionately, was surprised. Just came back. It's not too late to cause trouble for the little devil. The little devil actually has an idea for his fiancé. Then don't blame yourself for being cruel. Chapter 51. After a long kiss. If not for being hugged by Yunli, Yi Renchuang will definitely fall to the ground softly. The first kiss is gone. But his love for Yunli became even stronger. If I had known you would act like a hooligan, I wouldn't have come out. Yi Renchuang snuggled into Yunli's arms, whispering coquettishly. Yunli kissed Yi Renchuang's hot and crimson cheek, and teased, I am your fiancé, what's wrong with a kiss? How about, why don't you come to my place tonight? Yi Renchuang was so embarrassed that she pinched Yunli's waist hard. Don't go. You are just greedy for my body, I won't go. Yunli knew that Yi Renchuang was not that frivolous. The timing wasn't right either. If he really slept with Yi Renchuang, the richest man's father and the super, Voldemort, sister would definitely know that, and they would ignore it and honor Yi Renchuang as an ancestor. In case of pregnancy, it's a boy again. That is the future hope of the Yun family. Don't talk about the secret realm. Even if you go out for a walk, there will be 7th level warriors following you secretly. Moreover, Yi Renchuang must be taken to the secret realm. Her luck begins to emerge from the secret realm. In the original plot, only Yi Renchuang can open the secret door of the underground palace in the secret realm. You must have not rested last night, right? Go back and have a rest early. Yunli hugged Yi Renchuang again. Send Yi Renchuang to the Yi family house. Yi Renchuang was reluctant to leave and warned softly, Yunli, please remember to send me a message when you return to your residence. Yunli was filled with emotion. Before, I feel bad for sending messages all the time. Now, I feel like I haven't sent enough messages. No matter it is a proud girl of heaven or an ordinary girl, once she falls in love, she will become obsessed with her. After watching Yi Renchuang enter the house and disappear from sight, Yunli turned around. Yunli came to the street. Yu Jingcheng and Cao Ming came forward with smiles and were surprised to see Yunli's cold face. The young master is definitely not just showing off to Miss Yi. Kissed all. He should be smiling from ear to ear. Why are you so unhappy? Yunli looked at a black car parked on the roadside 100 meters away. Naoto Aki was in the car. The car didn't turn off. Pretend to be waiting for someone. The reason why Shangmu Naoto was able to hide the fact that there were 2 henchmen in the Yi family's bodyguards was very simple. He was not a warrior. Since the revival of spiritual energy, advanced warriors can sense whether there is spiritual energy in other people's bodies. Intelligence organizations in various countries have paid a huge price. Lessons learned. Ordinary people are not worthless on the intelligence front. On the contrary, it has very unique advantages. That is not easy to attract attention. Best for monitoring fixed targets of great value. Through the system's disguised mind-reading prompts, Yunli concluded that Naoto Aki was of a high level, and was probably a senior spy of the Fuso Mito family lurking in Daxia. Naoto Aki imagined kidnapping Yi Ranshuang in exchange for Feng Ziyu, and then returning Feng Ziyu back to the Wind clan. The entire Feng clan would naturally be grateful to the Mito family. This must also be the meaning of the Mito family's core layer. Feng Tuo's evaluation of the Fuso people as treacherous and ghost-like is really spot on. Master Yun, what's wrong? Yu Jingcheng asked cautiously. Yun Lai was angered by the meanness of the little devil. I didn't even bother to make up an excuse. The people inside the car in front of me with the license plate ending in 0156 captured it and took it to Shaoluan. Yu Jingcheng followed Yun Lai's line of sight and saw a black car with the tail number 0156 100 meters away. He didn't feel anything was wrong. But now that the little master has spoken. Arrests. Do you want to take it to Shaoluan? This means. The man in the car was a spy. The little master is already used to the magic after awakening his spiritual roots. Just execute. A 5th grade warrior catching an ordinary person is like an eagle catching a chicken. Naoto Aki, who was sitting in the driver's seat, was dazzled when he saw a black shadow flying over. He didn't even have time to lower his head instinctively. Clang. The windshield was shattered. Immediately afterwards. My neck hurts, my vision goes dark, and I lose consciousness. There is an inconspicuous building in the eastern suburbs of the imperial capital, near the 5th Ring Road. The 3rd underground floor. This is one of the strongholds of the Yun Family Intelligence Organization. Yunli stood in front of the one-way see-through glass and looked at Naoto Aki sitting on the interrogation chair in the interrogation room. This Naoto Aki is probably in his early 30s. He wears a pair of gold-rimmed glasses and looks gentle, a typical corporate white-collar worker. After the kid woke up, he immediately said he was from Fuso, yelled about infringement of his rights, and refused to answer any questions without a lawyer. When the interrogating officer identifies himself, it's not Daxia's Public Security Law Enforcement Department or Security Department, but the Yun family's private intelligence organization, Chasing the Wind and Shadow. Became honest instantly. If he is arrested by Daxia's law enforcement agencies, he will definitely follow strict legal procedures and must have conclusive evidence. Maybe you can still argue. Just parked on the side of the road to wait for friends. No evidence. He cannot be convicted. It's a pity that the private intelligence organization of a wealthy family doesn't need any evidence. Decide that you are who you are. What if I caught the wrong one? It doesn't matter. Be careful in the next life and don't be an unjust ghost again. Yunli saw the beads of sweat on Xiongmu Naoto's forehead, and felt that there was something missing, like something was missing. Suddenly remembered, why are there no whips, pepper spray, or tiger stools? As the future head of the Yun family, it is inconvenient to interrogate a young man like Naoto Aki in person. Otherwise, let's do a role play, hang out in front of Naoto Aki, and finally say, Naoto-kun, there is a saying in Daxia, he who knows the current affairs is a hero. Ding! Xiao Liuan was surprised and frightened. The head of the family has given instructions. From today on, you can exercise all the rights of the head of the family. But there is no need to grab a spy so quickly. Is it because you are dissatisfied that Feng Tuo was not aware of Feng Tuo's infiltration into the imperial capital in advance? There was an oversight in the information. Why did you come here to check? Luck value plus 866. Yunli heard the system prompt. A happy smile flashed at the corner of his mouth. Finally received the luck value contributed by Shaoluan. And, this is the system's ability to read minds in disguise, and it's the first time it's been nagging like this. As the head of the Yun family's intelligence organization and a 7th-level warrior, Shaoluan can be said to be like, the mountain collapses but his appearance remains unchanged. Explaining that he dragged Naoto Xiongmu over, causing Shaoluan's mood to fluctuate extremely. There was a sound of footsteps in the corridor outside. Shaoluan opened the door and entered the interrogation room first, followed by several detectives. Young Master Yun, Shaoluan greeted respectfully. He was not very surprised that Yunlai had awakened his dual spiritual roots and was promoted to a 4th-level warrior in one fell swoop. The Yun family has never given up. They have been looking for rare elixirs for many years. Yunlai has taken too many elixirs, so it is not surprising that he has developed dual spiritual roots. It's just that Yunlai is really very tolerant. The master of the house didn't even inform the owner of the awakened dual system spiritual roots. It seems that he hangs out with the 4 evil young men in the imperial capital all day long, practicing hard in private, until he is kidnapped, and then he is forced to show his trump card. According to Zhang Wuya, it was Yunli's idea to fight against the kidnapping. Why? Facing such a sinister little master, one must be careful. Yunli glanced sideways at Xiao Luan, raised his hand and gently knocked on the one-way glass in front of him. People inside, pry open his mouth. I want to know his purpose of spying on Yi Ranchuang and who is behind it. Xiao Luan heard this. Suddenly my whole body felt relaxed. Yunli didn't mean to knock. But something with no eyes was planning on Yi Ranchuang. Who doesn't know that Yi Ranchuang is Yunli's Nilin? Master Yun, please wait a moment. Xiao Luan went straight into the interrogation room. Less than 3 seconds. The interrogation room resounded with Naoto Aoki's pitiful howl like a pig being slaughtered. Ordinary people can withstand the torture of a 7th-grade warrior. Next, Naoto Aoki poured beans out of a bamboo tube and confessed very readily. As Naoto Shangmu narrated, both Yu Jingcheng and Cao Ming couldn't help but look at Yunli. This Naoto Aoki is indeed a senior spy of the Mito family, usually responsible for spying on business intelligence. In the evening, Kazuo Ogawai, the head of the Mito family intelligence department, asked Naoto Aoki to visit the Yi family residence. Although Ogawai Kazuo did not say it clearly, Naoto Aoki had a high level within the Mito family intelligence system. Fuchuo sneaked into the imperial capital and kidnapped Yunli, and it was Naoto Aoki who provided a lot of assistance. The senior officials of the Mito family's intelligence department already knew that Feng Ziyu failed to kidnap him and was instead captured by a 7th-level warrior from the Yun family. Aki Naoto judged that the above intention was to kidnap Yi Ranchuang and exchange Yi Ranchuang for Feng Ziyu. But he never expected that he just drove over, 100 meters away from the Yi family's house, pretending to wait for someone to check on him, and then he was noticed and arrested. The interrogation is over. Xiao Luan came out in a hurry and waited for Yunli's next instructions. Yunli already had a rough plan. Blue Star, comprehensive suppression of the Mito family's investment in Daxia. Yanwang continent, snipe and kill the Mito family warriors in the Fuso Guard zone and colonies. Luan, follow Naoto Soki's line and uproot the Mito family's intelligence network in the imperial capital. Xiao Luan nodded heavily. No instructions from the little master are needed. This is also a matter of duty. Yunli took out his mobile phone from his pocket, edited the message, and then sent it to Chen Reixiang, Kai Tong, and Zhao Qinglong in a group. The 3 evil young men should come forward to do some dirty things, including Xiao Luan. Everyone got a glimpse of Yun Lifei's message. Tonight, I ate at Mito Kitchen on Santon Road. The fish-flavored shredded pork I ordered didn't have any fish. Isn't this just bullying an honest person? Single quote. After sending the message, Yunli stuffed his phone into his pocket. The 2 big losers and Xiao Luan were all happy. The Mito family will be in bad luck when they encounter a young master who doesn't play by the rules. Yunli is staying at Tianlin Yunding tonight. On the way here, sent a message to Yi Ranchuang. Until I said I was going to take a shower. It just came to an end. After taking a shower in the bathroom, Yunli sat on the bedside wrapped in a snow-white bathrobe and thought about it, fearing that the 3 evil young men would not understand. I mistakenly thought that for some reason, the Mito chef on Santon Road had offended me, so I just smashed it and that was it. They also sent a group message and told the truth bluntly, allowing the 3 villains to show their special powers and ruin all the industries invested by the Mito family in the imperial capital. And Naoto Aoki was arrested. Xiao Luan will report to the richest man's father. The 3 most evil young men in the imperial capital lit a fire first. The richest man's father and his sister will naturally know how to suppress them completely. You don't need to worry about this. The focus is to sneak into Fuso's colony in Yanwang continent and hunt down the Mito family warriors. Using the warriors of the Mito family to hone the supreme evil skill, Demon Flame Burning Sky, you really don't feel guilty at all. There are still more than 2 months until the secret realm opens. By hunting down the little devils, it can also be regarded as practicing practical skills. Pity, Zhang Wuya will return to Yanwang continent at dawn. Yuan Shuiyi does not have the order of the family master, and cannot enter the Yanwang continent. The big licking dog Zhou Tianheng continues to practice in seclusion. If there is a 7th grade warrior by your side. The targets of the hunt must include the 7th grade warriors of the Mito family. It is still in the period of insignificant development. To be on the safe side, it would be a good idea to take the 4 henchmen and hunt down the 6th grade warriors. But before hunting down the little devil, he must formally get to know Su Chen. Brutally brush up the luck value of the Son of Luck. The more strength you increase, the greater your confidence will be. How to interact with Su Chen. Yun Lai thought for a moment and thought of a woman, Xu Wenfang, one of Su Chen's harem. In the original plot, Su Chen rented an apartment after coming to the imperial capital. The landlord's daughter Xu Wenfang fell in love with Su Chen at first sight. Xu Wenfang is a junior this year. My mother is in the beauty industry, and my father is in the steel business. Our family is relatively wealthy. We have 7 or 8 properties in the imperial capital, and our assets have steadily exceeded 100 million. And this Xu Wenfang is cute and pure but has a savage and willful personality. From time to time, she gets into little trouble, and Su Chen comes over to show off and gets slapped in the face. You can get to know Su Chen through Xu Wenfang. For Xu Wenfang's harem, the author of the original novel set up so many pretense and slap-in-the-face plots for Su Chen, and all of them were minor characters who were not good enough. Even the 4 villains in the imperial capital were far apart from each other. Su Chen, I'm here, let's see who slaps whom in the face. Determined to target Xu Wenfang, Yun Lai went through the original plot in detail and determined that the day after tomorrow was the weekend. When Xu Wenfang went home, he would have a good fight with Su Chen. As for Xu Mengyao, of course, he had to wait until Su Chen confirmed that the culprit was closely related to the Yun family and pointed the finger at the Yun family before breaking out. The longer Xu Mengyao and Su Chen have been dating, the deeper Su Chen's love for Xu Mengyao becomes. Once the true identity of Xu Mengyao's top-quality green tea is exposed, Su Chen will be hurt more seriously. Ding! Yi Ranshuang is not happy. You should have finished taking a shower. Why didn't you send a message? Luck value plus 368. Yun Lai was happy when he heard the system prompt. After kissing goodbye. What a turn of events. Yun Lai was not in a hurry to send a message to Yi Ranshuang and secretly summoned the Tree of Spiritual Roots. When we were on the ship, we spent 44,000 luck points on watering, and still had 130 left. Now we have accumulated nearly 30,000 luck points. Using himself as bait to counter hijack Feng Ziyu, the series of follow-up events triggered were really rewarding. According to the original plan, Yunli poured all 29,000 luck points into the Tree of Spiritual Roots. This time the main trunk Tianlingen has not changed much. Another green leaf emerged from the 2 branches of fire and water of the 5 elements spiritual root. If the roots of wood and earth are bifurcated, there are new shoots. There are 3 spiritual fruits on the top of the trunk. 2 wood spirit fruits, a fire spirit fruit, plus 4 spiritual fruits that haven't been picked yet. There are 7 spiritual fruits now. Yun Lai knew that once different spiritual fruits were mixed together, it would be equivalent to drinking mixed spirits. Even if the body function was greatly improved, it would be chaotic or even lethargic. The current gold system cultivation level is still 0. I will pick and cash out the 2 golden spirit fruits tonight. Beep. The phone on the bedside table rang with a message notification tone. Yunli picked up his phone and clicked on the message sent by Yi Ranshuang. Yunli, I'm so sleepy. It's time to go to bed. Don't disturb me by sending messages after you take a shower. Single quote. Yi Ranshuang is really arrogant. He obviously wanted to find an excuse to send himself a message. Yunli thought for a while and replied, Ranshuang, how about we have dinner tomorrow night and then go to the recording studio to record songs and play? After waiting for a while, I received a message from Yi Ranshuang. It depends on the situation. If the meditation and breathing of qi into the body go smoothly, just go out. Yunli replied, okay, then you can call me or send me a message tomorrow afternoon. Yi Ranshuang replied, yes, I understand, go to bed early. Yunli replied, good night, baby. Yi Ranshuang replied, good night. As soon as Yun Lai put down his phone, he heard the system prompt. Ding, the positive emotion, baby husband, good night, from Yi Ranshuang, the luck value is plus 999. Well, after kissing Yi Ranshuang, Xiaonizi still looked so arrogant on the outside, but in her heart she called her, honey husband. All right, Yi Ranchuang was actually a little bit sultry. Next, Yunlai picked 2 golden spirit fruits and cashed them. He swallowed them in one bite and they melted in his mouth. With the 2 waves of warmth going down his stomach, his whole body felt warm. There was no sign of being drunk, but he was just a little sleepy. Then, 2 numbers popped into my mind. 1 and 2. It indicates an increase of 3 years of gold cultivation. The anti-kidnapping was successful, Feng Ziyu was captured, and the relationship with Yi Ranchuang had a qualitative breakthrough. Yunlai felt comfortable physically and mentally. Taking advantage of the effect of the fire spirit fruit, he closed his eyes and slowly fell asleep. This sleep, Yunlai slept until he woke up naturally. It was almost noon when I woke up. After washing up in the bathroom, Yunli was thinking about what to eat when he heard a buzzing vibration from his cell phone placed on the bedside table. Yunlai strode to the bed, picked up his cell phone, looked at it, and quickly connected the call. Brother, please come to my Yayuan. From the day she left the airport yesterday, Feng Ziyu hasn't eaten, drank or spoken. I really can't do anything with her. My sister Yun Yan's voice came from the phone. Anxious voice. Yunlai frowned. Yuan Shui's domineering pure water elemental power imprisoned Feng Ziyu. Now Feng Ziyu is no different from ordinary people. Not eating, drinking or talking. Probably too scared. Does the proud Princess Feng clan want to go on a hunger strike? But the system still has no reminder about Feng Ziyu. This explains it again. Feng Ziyu is most likely in a meditative state. But no matter what, Feng Ziyu has extremely important strategic value, and nothing can go wrong. Okay, I'll go there now. After 1 hour, Yunlai, escorted by Zhang Rong and Ding Lijiang, rushed to Yayuan where Yun Yan lived. Seeing that Yunlai was here, Yun Yan quickly led Yunlai into the backyard. In order to make Feng Ziyu live comfortably and eat well, the traditional clothing of the Feng tribe was specially prepared for her, and even the meals were delivered in simple food boxes. Come to the bedroom. Yun Yan took the food box from the servant, glanced inside, and whispered, Brother, please go in and persuade me. This Feng Ziyu just ignores me. Sister, let me give it a try. By the way, don't listen to me. Yunlai was still confident in persuading Feng Ziyu to eat. Yun Yan smiled and said, if you don't listen, why should I hear the whispers of you young couple? Sister. Yunli was really impressed by his sister. Yun Yan pushed the food box into Yunlai's hand and urged, go in quickly, the food box is enough for you. Yunli didn't bother to say anything. He held the food box in one hand and pushed open the ajar door with the other hand. He walked through the outer hall and went straight to the bedroom. Jian Feng Ziyu closed her eyes and sat cross-legged on the bed. Yunli placed the food box on the small round table and walked slowly to the bed. You don't have to go on a hunger strike if you want to see me, right? Feng Ziyu's eyes were still closed, but her long eyelashes were obviously trembling. Ding. Feng Ziyu swears that if you can get out of trouble, she will kill you if you fall into her hands. Luck value plus 999. Yunlai was happy. Why is the princess so polite? Another contribution of 999. I haven't eaten lunch, come over and eat with me. If you don't eat with me, we will consummate the marriage tonight. When Yunlai sat down at the small round table and opened the food box, Feng Ziyu was already sitting opposite. Yunlai saw Feng Ziyu staring at him coldly. Just no. She doesn't want to eat. But I want to eat myself. Rascal. Not so vindictive. Yunli took out the dishes, bowls and chopsticks from the food box one by one. The small round table was filled to the brim. Picking up the chopsticks, Yunlai took a few bites of the food. Seeing that Feng Ziyu had no intention of moving the chopsticks, he shook his head and said, I realize, you can't take a joke. You should know that I was born prematurely and my mother didn't have time to see it. I passed away at a glance. Of course, Feng Ziyu had full control of Yunlai's personal information. But I was deceived by this information. An extremely serious misjudgment of Yunlai, resulting in becoming a prisoner. Now, for what Yunlai said, 10 sentences to 1 word is enough. He is really good at lying and deceiving people. Yunli put down his chopsticks. I don't have a mother. Although my father, brothers, and sisters love me in every possible way, a child who lacks maternal love. If I really force you against your will and make you pregnant with my flesh and blood, Whether it is a boy or a girl, you will eventually be separated from each other. The child is innocent. I will never trade my children for any benefits. What Feng Ziyu fears most is that she will become pregnant with Yunlai's child, and then she and the child will become victims of the exchange of interests. Hear Yunlai speak so sincerely. Unknowingly, his face softened. Eat it while it's hot, the sweet and sour carp will lose its flavor when it's cold. Yunlai greeted warmly. Feng Ziyu hesitated for a moment, then finally picked up the chopsticks and picked up a piece of sweet and sour carp. After eating some dishes, Feng Ziyu glanced at Yunlai, who was devouring his food. She couldn't hold it back anymore and tried to ask, Yunlai, did you mean what you just said? Yunlai took out a tissue from the tissue box, wiped his mouth, and said with a smile, do you believe what I say? Feng Ziyu's anger level soared instantly. Ding! Feng Ziyu feels that she is really stupid. How can she believe the devil's words? Luck value plus 999. The system prompted. Yunlai saw that Feng Ziyu wanted to throw his chopsticks, so he said first, so I said, you just can't take a joke, eat it quickly, I have no idea about you, you are too young. Feng Ziyu was going crazy. You can't even tell which of Yunlai's bad words are true and which are false. And, you're too young. What does it mean? Feng Ziyu, who didn't wait to understand, smashed the chopsticks at Yunlai and heard what Yunlai said again. Last night, I caught a senior spy of the Mito family. The Mito family wanted to kidnap my fiancée Yi Ranshuang, and then exchange her for you with Yi Ranshuang. Feng Ziyu was shocked. If the Mito family really succeeds in kidnapping Yi Ranshuang, it will definitely be in the name of the Wind clan, even if Yunli trades himself for Yi Ranshuang. But it also made Yunlai and the Yun family hate the Feng clan deeply. The Yun family has too much influence on Daxia. The real purpose of the Mito family is to lead Daxia into an all-out war with the Wind clan so that Fuso can reap the benefits. Yunlai saw that Feng Ziyu's beauty turned pale, and he had to say that Princess Feng's brain was spinning very fast. Instantly clarify the pros and cons. Feng Ziyu was captured, and the Feng clan sent envoys to negotiate. What the Yun family wanted were benefits, huge benefits, such as the Feng clan letting go of control and allowing Daxia's products to enter the Feng clan's sphere of influence for full sale. In fact, this is also a benefit for the Feng clan. The Feng clan is still in feudal civilization and has too little material. Princess, how do you think we should fight back against the little devil? Yunli asked. Feng Ziyu felt that it was very appropriate for Yunlai to call the Fuzang people little devils. The Fuzang people were cunning and greedy. As long as there are benefits, any ally can be betrayed. Since the Mito family didn't care about the life and death of the Feng clan, they would of course assist Yunli in attacking the Mito family. Luofeng Mountain to the west of the Yanwang Continent Warning Zone in Fuso Togami County. The Mito family has a secret base there. About 100 4th-level warriors were gathered for transformation, which was to inject genes extracted from the bodies of ferocious beasts in an attempt to transform these warriors into beasts. Once the beast transformation is successful, a 5th-level beast transformation warrior will be born, or even a 6th-level beast transformation warrior. If you, the Yun family, can destroy the secret base at Luo Function, the Mito family's strength will have to regress for at least 3 years. Yunli was shocked. A beast-turned-warrior. It didn't appear in the original plot. It seems that Feng Ziyu's subline that appeared in advance and then went wrong caused a very violent butterfly effect. Since the secret base in Luofeng Mountain is so important, there will definitely be 7th-grade warriors stationed there. Destroy the secret base. Kill the 7th-grade warrior again. This will indeed greatly weaken the Mito family. While Zhang Wuya hadn't gone far yet. Recall him quickly. Zhang Wuya and Yuan Shuiyi then called the big licking dog Zhou Tianheng. This combination is enough to completely destroy Luo Function's secret base. Princess, thank you for the information. But it's a big deal. If the information is wrong, then don't blame me for being too young. Feng Ziyu ignored Yunlai and turned her grief, anger and grievance into appetite, as if these dishes were Yunlai's meat. Eat it with gusto. Yunlai waited for Feng Ziyu to sweep away the food, then stood up and said, okay, I'm leaving. Don't lose your temper with my sister. Eat when you need to, and sleep when you need to. Feng Ziyu snorted dully. When Yunlai came to the door, he suddenly heard Feng Ziyu ask, Yunlai, did you sing all the songs in the concert? Yunli thought for a while. Start singing. Have the habit of hiding all the joy, anger, sorrow and joy in the ink. So what if the lyrics are sung well? The bones and ashes are all mine. In troubled times, duckweed endures to watch the flames of war burn the mountains and rivers. I dare not forget to worry about my country despite my humble position. Even if no one knows me. Feng Ziyu was sure that Yunlai's concert was not lip-syncing. A man with feelings for his family and country should not do anything to him, right? Yun Yan, who was waiting outside, saw Yunlai coming out and greeted him with a smile on his face. Brother, you are getting better and better now. Your Highness is under your control. Yunli knew that his sister Yunyan would eavesdrop. As a 5th-grade warrior, she has sharp ears and eyes, and she wanted to tell Feng Ziyu to herself, so it would be strange not to eavesdrop. Sister, Zhou Tianhang, I have already sent someone to call him. He must be very interested in the beast-turned-warrior. Zhang Wuya has also sent someone to inform him. I will first ask Zhou Tianhang and Zhang Wuya to go and find out and make sure what Feng Ziyu is talking about. True or false? If it's true, then I go. The man of the Yun family is the future head of the family. How can the blade be stained with blood? As for suppressing the Mito family's investment in Daxia, I will personally come forward, so you don't have to worry about it. Good. Yunlai thought it was quite good to have such a big villain, sister. Although she was a super Voldemort, she was not ambiguous about major matters at all. Knowing that she had awakened dual spiritual roots and was a 4th-level warrior, she allowed her big-licking dog Zhou Tianhang to protect her and break the killing habit, which was also a way to hone her skills in order to take over as the head of the family in the future. The siblings chatted for a while. Yunlai decided to meet Su Chen formally tomorrow, and that night he led Yuan Shuiyi and the 4 losers to Luofeng Mountain, west of the Yanwang Continent Security Area in Fuso Togami County. After meeting Zhou Tianhang and Zhang Wuya, a surprise attack on the Little Devil's secret base of beast-turned-warriors. Yun Yan sent Yunlai out of Yayuan. Watch Yunlai leave. Think carefully about what Feng Ziyu and Yunlai said just now. In particular, Feng Ziyu asked Yunlai whether those songs at Yunlai's concert were sung by Yunlai. With women's natural intuition, sooner or later, my younger brother will win Feng Ziyu's favor. Correct. I heard that Adi kissed Yi Ranshuang on the street last night. Not bad. Then let the older one meet the younger one first. What if Feng Ziyu really obeys Adi? Yi Ranshuang was mentally prepared. If Yi Ranshuang and Feng Ziyu fall in love at first sight, they cherish each other. That's even better. There is also the Mito family who intends to kidnap Yi Ranshuang. The Yi family's guards are too poor, so they might as well take over for safety. After making up her mind, Yun Yan turned around and entered Yayuan, and immediately took out her mobile phone to call Yi Ranshuang. Soon, the call is connected. Sister Union, is something wrong? Ranshuang, I'll pick you up later. Come and stay in my Yayuan for a few days. It can be considered a favor to the Yun family. What's wrong? Feng Ziyu, the mastermind behind Adi's kidnapping, is currently under house arrest in Yayuan. She is the chief princess of the Feng clan and is very important. I'm worried that she won't be able to think about it. You and she are of the same age and should be easier to get along with. Please help comfort her. Okay, I will take good care of Feng Ziyu. See you later. See you later. The convoy returns to the city. Yunli sitting in the car. He was thinking about summoning Yu Jingcheng and Cao Ming, who were taking turns to take a break. Call Sheng Yuan Shuiyi again. Inform me of the action plan for tomorrow night. Suddenly I heard a system prompt. Ding. Yi Ranshuang is very excited and indignant. She can actually meet the mastermind who kidnapped you. She must not embarrass you in front of Feng Ziyu. While comforting her, suppress her prestige. Luck value plus 511. Ding. Yun Yan thinks it's time to urge Fan Yuding. On the way to pick up Yi Ranshuang, think carefully about creating a good opportunity for her best friend and younger brother and sister. Even if you kiss Yi Ranshuang, you can't ignore Fan Yuding. Your luck value is plus 366. Quote. Yunli was not surprised at all that the shady old lady arranged for Yi Ranshuang and Feng Ziyu to meet. It would be strange if she didn't arrange it. What opportunities will be created for Fan Yuding? Yunli was too lazy to think about it. On cunning. My sister Union is far above Feng Ziyu. Moreover, Fan Yuding is not a fuel-efficient lamp either. With my sister Union offering advice, Fan Yuding will definitely be surprised when she comes to flirt with her again. Beep. The mobile phone in his pocket rang a message prompt. Yunli took out his mobile phone and saw that it was a message from Yi Ranchuang. Yunli, Sister Union asked me to stay in Yaoyuan for a few days and help. After trying to comfort Feng Ziyu, I agreed to meet again in a few days. Single quote. Yun Lai sighed lightly. Yi Ranchuang is such a good girl. After turning into a black man, he actually helped the evildoers. What a crime. 2 p.m. Yun Yan received Yi Ranchuang. Maybe it was the first kiss given to Yun Lai last night. Or maybe he has fallen deeply in love with Yun Lai. Yi Ranchuang was originally in awe of Union and would instinctively avoid her when seeing her from a distance. But now, sitting side by side in the back seat of the car, she only feels that Union is amiable, probably because Union loves Yunli very much. Union's perception of Yi Ranchuang has also changed greatly. I didn't like Yi Ranchuang very much in the past. The reason was simply that Yi Ranchuang was always aloof and ignored Yun Lai. Now that Yi Ranchuang accepted Yun Lai from the bottom of her heart, then he is not an enemy but his dear brother and sister. Ranchuang, Feng Ziyu is a 5th-grade warrior, and as the eldest princess of the Feng clan, she will inevitably be a little arrogant, but you don't have to be afraid, she has been restrained, and now she is no different from an ordinary girl. Yun Yan shook his hand gently. Hold Yi Ranchuang's hand. When Yi Ranchuang thought of Yunli being kidnapped, her heart was filled with anger. So what if Feng Ziyu is a 5th-grade warrior? I have long awakened the spiritual roots of the 3 systems. Just practice diligently. It will definitely surpass Feng Ziyu in the future. Sister Union, I'm not afraid. I just want to see how arrogant Feng Ziyu dares to be even though he has become a prisoner. Yun Yan smiled and said, Ranchuang, don't keep calling me, Sister Union. It's too outlandish. From now on, just call me, Sister. Yi Ranchuang's cheeks were flushed. She was depressed for a long time. Like a mosquito, she called out in a low voice, Sister. Yun Yan was filled with emotion. 12 years have passed since meeting Yi Ranchuang, and this is the first time she calls herself sister. See the shy Yi Ranchuang again, stunningly beautiful. I can't help but be very satisfied with my younger sibling. Actually, as long as Yi Ranchuang follows Yunli sincerely, she will be the real sister-in-law. Best friend Fan Yuding, Feng Ziyu, the princess of the Feng clan. But they are all covering for Yi Ranchuang. Ranchuang, do you know why I asked Lai Yaoyuan to stay for a few days, besides helping to comfort Feng Ziyu? Yi Ranchuang looked sideways at Yun Yan and asked cautiously, what other reasons are there? Yun Yan felt that since Yi Ranchuang had followed Yun Lai, the future head of the Yun family's wife could no longer be a flower in the greenhouse and had to withstand the wind and rain. The senior spy of the Fuso Mito family was captured last night. According to his confession, the Mito family is plotting to kidnap you in exchange for Feng Ziyu. To ensure your safety, I'm going to stay at my place for a few days. After this matter is over, I can go home. Yi Ranchuang was shocked. He never imagined that he would also become a kidnapping target. Yun Ligi, the future head of the Yun family, was kidnapped by kidnappers. As long as he met the kidnappers' demands, he could even avoid physical and mental suffering. And I am a girl. Once kidnapped by kidnappers, the consequences will be unimaginable. This further strengthened Yi Ranchuang's determination to practice. Yun Yan silently observed Yi Ranchuang. I was shocked to see Yi Ranchuang. There was no fear, quite gratified. I wanted to take the opportunity to tell Yi Ranchuang that the reason why she became the target of kidnapping was because the Mito family took advantage of Yunli's shortcomings and loved Yi Ranchuang too much. Once the kidnapping is successful, Yunli will definitely exchange Feng Ziyu for Yi Ranchuang. And if Yunli is more philanthropic and even shows himself as a playboy, the hostile forces and those with ulterior motives will find it unprofitable and will not have any evil thoughts towards Yi Ranchuang. Then I thought about it. Now is not the time. At least we have to wait until Yunli and Yi Ranchuang have the most intimate relationship. Or maybe Yi Ranchuang was very angry when she saw Yun Lai having an affair with Fan Yuding, and was ready to leave, and then analyze the pros and cons. With the foreshadowing of becoming a kidnapping target, combined with the assassination of his mother, I don't ask Yi Ranchuang to forgive me, but she must be able to more or less understand her sister's good intentions. The topic of kidnapping is too heavy. Union, who is good at communication, changed the topic with a few words and told Yi Ranchuang some interesting and embarrassing childhood stories. Yi Ranchuang was reminded of her childhood memories by Yun Yan. Just think, when Yunli was still a little follower. He yells to protect himself every day. So cute. Why did you only realize it now? The motorcade drove into Yaoyuan. Accompanied by Yun Yan, Yi Ranchuang went straight into the backyard and came to the bedroom. There were two middle-aged maids waiting outside the door. Yun Yan glanced inside. The smarter middle-aged maid on the left reported in a low voice, "Miss, Princess Feng is listening to a song." Yi Ranchuang was a little surprised. Didn't Union say that she was worried that Feng Ziyu wouldn't be able to think about it? How can you have time to listen to music? But it's not surprising that Yunli couldn't be kidnapped and instead became a prisoner. He had to do something to relieve his boredom. Ranchuang, Feng Ziyu doesn't like me very much, so I'm going to stay away for a while. You can go in first. Yun Yan whispered. Yi Ranchuang nodded. There is no fear of Feng Ziyu. Instead, I really want to see what Princess Feng clan looks like. The clever middle-aged maid pushed open the ajar door. Yi Ranchuang breathed out gently, lifted her shoulder bag up, and walked into the side room like a lady. Passing through the outer hall, Yi Ranchuang saw a girl in ancient costume at a glance. She was sitting sideways in front of the desk, holding her chin with one hand and staring out of the window. The MP4 on the desk is playing beautiful singing. I want to take you to see the clear sky, and I want to tell you loudly that I am fascinated by you. As the past passes by, you will always be moved. Yi Ranchuang was a little surprised. Feng Ziyu actually listened to The Rest of the Life, sung by Yunli. Cough. Yi Ranchuang felt a little uncomfortable and coughed heavily. Feng Ziyu sat up straight and followed the sound. With just one glance, she recognized that the girl who came in was actually Yunli's fiancé Yi Ranchuang. Yi Ranchuang is more beautiful in person than in the photos. Especially the gentle temperament. It's easy to feel good about someone. Yi Ranchuang also spoke highly of Feng Ziyu. She is a typical second-eye beauty. She is very attractive. The more you look at her, the more charming she becomes. She especially has a noble and elegant temperament. Most people would feel ashamed if they looked at her. Hello, I am Yunli's fiancé Yi Ranchuang. Yi Ranchuang introduced herself. Feng Ziyu suddenly felt so embarrassed. He failed to kidnap Yunli, but was captured by Yunli. Now Yunli's fiancé came and happened to be caught listening to Yunli's song. Hello, I am Feng Ziyu, Princess Feng Clan. Yi Ranchuang walked slowly to the desk, as if chatting with her best friend, and pointed to the MP4 on the table, as the song Yunli sang good. It sounds good. Putting aside the hostility, I really like listening to Yunli's songs. Feng Ziyu was very frank and did not make any false claims. Yi Ranchuang pulled the small round stool aside, put her shoulder bag on the desk, smoothed her skirt, sat down, and asked with a smile, then which song do you like to listen to the most? Face to face, Feng Zi spoke casually, glanced at Yi Ranchuang's plump breasts, and subconsciously turned sideways to look out the window. My favorite is Kai Ling. It reminds me of the broken mountains and rivers, and I will always remember the hatred of the country and the family. What about you? Yi Ranchuang glanced at Feng Ziyu with her eyes down, and when she saw Feng Ziyu immediately turn sideways, she couldn't help but puff up her chest proudly. I don't have a favorite. I like every one of them very much because these songs are all sung by Yunli. Feng Ziyu suddenly felt that Yi Ranchuang and Yunli were a perfect match. They were both so irritating. If she had known, Yi Ranchuang would have been kidnapped that night. Why, I don't know when I will be able to escape from Yunli's clutches. If this continues, sooner or later you will be so angry that you will suffer from depression. Yunli felt that Yi Ranchuang was really a good wife. Feng Ziyu saw Yi Ranchuang, instantly arousing hatred towards myself. Contributed another 777 luck value to myself. Before reaching an agreement with the Wind Clan, it would be a good idea to let Yi Ranchuang have more contact with Feng Ziyu. It is estimated that they can contribute some luck points from time to time. But, the two women have been together for a long time. I am afraid that Feng Ziyu will tell Yi Ranchuang that she has awakened her spiritual roots and has the cultivation of a fourth-grade warrior. But Yunli thought about it carefully and thought it would not be the case. With Feng Ziyu's arrogance, suffering such a huge setback was simply a stain on her life. It was impossible for her to take the initiative to tell Yi Ranshuang the details of her capture. Yi Ranshuang was kind-hearted and very considerate. Asking Feng Ziyu why he was captured was undoubtedly exposing someone's scars. Such a thing cannot be done. Therefore, as long as those in the know don't talk too much and compete with Yi Ranshuang for a marriage contract more than 2 months later, Xiaonizi will be shocked to discover that her fiancé is already the world's top martial arts master. Master Yun, Yu Jingcheng and Cao Ming are upstairs. Zhang Rong clicked on the headset. The supporting villain Yun Lai in the original novel has nothing to do every day. As a result, Yun Lai, the future head of the Yun family, does not even have a fixed office. To facilitate conversation, open a presidential suite in a nearby 5-star hotel. Yun Lai, who was standing in front of the floor-to-ceiling glass, turned around and strolled to the sofa. He sat down and waited for a while before Yu Jingcheng and Cao Ming entered the presidential suite. Across the coffee table, 4 personal guards stood in a row. Everyone bowed their heads respectfully. Wait quietly for the little master to give orders. Yunli didn't hide anything. Inform the purpose of the emergency call. Feng Ziyu revealed to me that the Mito family has a secret base in Luofeng Mountain to the west of the Yangwang Continent Warning Zone in Fuso Togami County. The Mito family gathered about 104th-level warriors for transformation, injecting genes extracted from the bodies of ferocious beasts, in an attempt to turn these warriors into beasts. Zhang Wuya and Zhou Tianhang have been notified. They will go to investigate first. If it is confirmed to be true, you and I will rush there tomorrow night. After meeting Zhang Wuya and Zhou Tianhang, a surprise attack on the Mito family's biological warrior base. Yu Jingcheng and others were horrified. How dare the Mito family risk the disapproval of the world and use warriors to conduct biochemical experiments? It's simply heartbreaking. Once the Mito family's experiment is successful, Daxia, who has a feud with Fuso, will definitely be attacked. With the Mito family's greed, the alien races in Yangwang Continent will also suffer an unprecedented catastrophe. The biochemical warrior base must be destroyed. Yunli was a little depressed. I didn't even hear the system prompt. The 4 losers didn't seem surprised at all that they were going. Why, it seems that their wool is almost gone. Young Master Yun, let me make a statement first. Even if I die in battle, I will never back down. Cao Ming suddenly patted his chest. His cousin died in a large-scale conflict with Fuzang, and he really didn't have any good impressions of the Fuzang people. With Cao Ming taking the lead, Yu Jingcheng and others also patted their chests and promised that they would fight bravely and not embarrass Daxia or the Yun family. Yun Lai admired the bravery of the 4 henchmen very much. Take advantage of this opportunity. They also have to be trained hard. Otherwise, just as Zhang Wuya said, Yu Jingcheng and others have frequently visited Fengyu places in the past 3 years and neglected to practice, and their strength has declined a lot. From now on, you all have a holiday and have a good rest. We will gather at the Tianlin Genting lobby at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Listen to Yun Lai say this. Yu Jingcheng and others were silent for a moment, and then they all nodded. Not waiting for the 4 big losers to leave, Yuan Shuiyi entered the presidential suite and stood in front of Yun Lai with his head bowed respectfully, showing a heartfelt respect for the future head of the family. Shuiyi, how are you monitoring Yuan Qing? Yun Lai asked. Yuan Shuiyi collected his thoughts. Start reporting. Yuan Qing has been tracking down the Fire Tribe spies who sneaked into the imperial capital in the past few days, but there has been no result. He has approached Su Chen early this morning and asked Su Chen to assist in the investigation. This Su Chen is a private detective. He has become famous in the imperial capital recently. He was invited by Yan Guiqing to participate in the kidnapping and rescue. I originally thought that Yan Guiqing was the mastermind behind Operation Henkin, but Su Chen left without saying goodbye, which can rule out Yan Guiqing's suspicion. However, Su Chen's leaving without saying goodbye also proves that he has completely turned towards the hostile forces within the Special Service Operations Office. In order to prevent others from alerting the enemy, we only arrange personnel on the periphery to remotely monitor Yuan Qing. Give up monitoring Su Chen. Yu Jingcheng and others were very puzzled. Since they were sure that Su Chen was an enemy, why did they give up monitoring Su Chen? Ding Weijiang couldn't hold it back anymore and asked, Chief Yuanda, give up monitoring Su Chen. Is there anything special about this pretty boy? Yuan Shui glanced at Ding Weijing. He is not so polite to a mere 5th grade warrior. If you and Su Chen fight, I'm afraid you won't be able to last for 10 seconds. Even if the 4 of you fight together, you won't be able to take advantage. The 4 guards were in an uproar. That pretty boy like Su Chen is just a 5th level warrior. He can't even win 4-on-1. Could it be that he is already a 6th grade warrior? And he is still a 6th grade warrior who awakens 3 spiritual roots. Yun Lai knew the details of Su Chen best. Su Chen awakened the rare spiritual root in the world. If we judge based on common sense, it seems that a 5th grade warrior is actually a 6th grade warrior. Because it is the Tianling root, it can skillfully convert the power of the 5 elements. When fighting against other warriors, there is no need to worry about the 5 elements being incompatible. Therefore, Su Chen is currently a 5th level warrior, but he is invincible at the same level. When he encounters a 6th level warrior with a lower cultivation level or who has only awakened a single spiritual root, he can basically win in a fight. If you encounter a 7th level warrior, once Su Chen is transformed into a demon, you can run away even if you can't defeat him. Yuan Shui is worthy of being the leader of the shadows. After seeing through Su Chen's extraordinary power, it is a wise move to give up monitoring Su Chen. There is another reason for giving up monitoring Su Chen. I originally wanted to kill Su Chen last night, but I was surprised to see Shui Xuanyi. This Shui Xuanyi is the veteran of the Furious Killer organization. He came to find Su Chen. I suspect that Su Chen is Diank's apprentice. Yuan Shui was afraid that Yun Lai wouldn't understand. Detailed explanation. The Fury Killer organization was originally affiliated with the Black Cloud Army and was responsible for assassinating senior generals and royal nobles of foreign races. For unknown reasons, most of the members mutinied under the instigation of Diank. Shui Yun personally took action and beat Diank into a cripple. He did not kill all the other mutinous members because they had made many contributions to the Black Cloud Army. Shui Xuanyi felt that Yun Shui's punishment to Diank was too severe, so he left the Fury Killers organization angrily. Since then, the Fury Killers organization has been disbanded. I suspect that Shui Zan may have the intention of reorganizing his anger when he comes to Su Chen. In the next period of time, I will pay close attention to their every move. Yu Jingcheng and the other 4 guards broke out in cold sweat. Fortunately, I didn't go to trouble with the pretty boy. Otherwise, it really means that he was bitten by a dog instead of beating him. Yun Lai nodded slightly, except Shui Xuanyi appeared early. As of now, the main line of Su Chen has not changed much, and it is still within the control range. Shui Xuanyi's purpose in finding Su Chen was indeed to reorganize Wrath and make Su Chen its leader, but he did not tell Su Chen who was the culprit who crippled Diank. Although he was dissatisfied with Yun Yuan's punishment of Diank, Shui Zan always had respect and nostalgia for Yun Yuan and He Yun army. It is estimated that after the attack on the Mito family's biochemical secret base, Su Chen assisted Yuan Qing in tracking down the Fire Tribe spies, and it would be time to get on the line with Old Man Sha, a former member of the Fury Killer organization. Now it is absolutely certain that Feng Ziu's side plot has little to do with Su Chen's main plot. Assess the situation. If you attack the Mito family's secret biochemical base, you won't be wearing Yuan Shuiyi. It's a troubled time. Leave Yuan Shuiyi to prevent big changes. Shuiyi, keep an eye on Shui Xuanyi. I will go meet Su Chen tomorrow. Jingcheng, you guys are on vacation now. Don't think about following me. Yuan Shuiyi nodded. Yu Jingcheng and others now admired Yun Lai so much that they suddenly realized that the young master seemed to be deliberately approaching Xu Mengyao top-quality green tea. Then arrange for Xu Mengyao and Su Chen to get along. When the young master is shopping with Xu Mengyao in his arms and is caught by Su Chen, the pretty boy will be so angry. Ha ha. Buzz, the phone in Yun Lai's pocket vibrated and the ringtone of an incoming call rang. Yun Lai took out his cell phone and looked at it. He raised his left hand and waved the back of his hand outward, indicating that Yuan Shuiyi and others could leave. Yuan Shuiyi and the 4 personal guards all nodded in salute and quickly walked out of the presidential suite. Ding Weijing, who was left behind, deliberately slowly closed the door. Only a delicate voice was heard. Master Yun, the concert was so successful, why don't you have a few drinks tonight to celebrate? Oh, the best green tea is here to tease you. Yesterday afternoon, Yun Lai sent someone to send the, if Yun knows, music album to Xu Mengyao, and he was sure that Xu Mengyao had already received it. But the system has never given any prompts about Xu Mengyao's luck value. This means, Xu Mengyao, who is extremely materialistic, is not interested in records at all. What she needs is credit cards, sports cars, luxury homes and all kinds of luxury goods. The sudden phone call and an appointment for a drink tonight could be that Xu Mengyao noticed that Su Chen was having an affair with another woman. In anger. So try dating yourself, right? Anyway, I have nothing to do tonight. I have to maintain an aloof relationship with Xu Mengyao for the time being. If she dared to make an appointment, she must be sure that Su Chen would not be free tonight. Okay, let's go to the core bar in Jufang Alley. I haven't been there for a long time. Do you want me to pick you up? Don't bother me, Mr. Yun. I'll just go over there. See you at the core bar at 10 o'clock in the evening. Good. See you there or see you. Call ended. Yunli also didn't hear the system's notification about Xu Mengyao's luck value. It can be concluded, Xu Mengyao really had a conflict with Su Chen. Now, mostly thinking that if you, Su Chen, can have an affair with other women, then she, Xu Mengyao, can also find other men. The pseudo-heroine assigned to Su Chen is also quite individual. She looks very pure and has a natural melancholy temperament. She is very good at pretending. Even if one day she was caught by Su Chen and she said with tears afterwards, "I saw you cuddling with those unscrupulous women." Hug, I feel very upset. I happened to ask Yunli for help after graduation. It was just a normal social interaction, but you scolded me instead. Besides, the young master from a well-established family is motivated and behaves decently. He doesn't look like a bad person no matter how he looks at it. Su Chen, who was very emotional, blamed himself. Of course I choose to forgive her. 9-page M. Yun Lai, dressed casually, came to Jufang Alley. Jufang Hutong is the most prosperous bar street in the imperial capital. Core Bar is the most popular bar in Jufang Hutong. In the past, I followed the 4 bad boys in the imperial capital and often hung out in the wine shop alleys. Almost every popular bar had a lot of liquor in stock. Tonight is the first time he has come here since the soul transmutation, and he is rarely alone. Yun Lai is inevitably a little excited. Non-weekend holidays. The Jufang Hutong area is still bustling with people. Most of the people who come to play are young people. It's still early. Yunli was strolling through Jufang Hutong, which was full of nostalgia and modernity. He walked wherever there were few people, and suddenly he heard a familiar singing voice coming from a bar in front of him. For the rest of my life, Fengshe will be you, Chunhua will be you, and Sha Yu will be you. Arriving at the door of the bar, Yun Lai took a look inside and saw that a female resident singer in the bar was singing. It seems that the songs performed at the concert were so popular that they even reached the bar. Only then did Yun Lai realize that if he was recognized, he would probably attract onlookers. He was about to go to the core bar and sat down in a booth. With the protection of the 3 most evil young men in the capital, he would be safe. Sudden, I feel like I'm being watched, like a thorn in my back. Before Yun Lai could turn around and look, he heard someone asking tentatively, "Yun Lai?" Yun Li looked back. The person who called me turned out to be Su Chen. "It's really you, Yun Lai." Su Chen strode up to Yun Lai and introduced himself with a smile on his face. "Hello, I'm Su Chen. I'm really presumptuous to bother you." Yun Lai frowned, pretending to be meeting for the first time, and stared at Su Chen carefully, looking up and down. Su Chen watched helplessly as Yun Lai was kidnapped, but was unable to do anything about it. He has always been worried about it. In addition, I admire Yun Li's talent in music. Such a coincidence. I couldn't help but come over to strike up a conversation. I really want to get to know Yun Li. It was not because he was the young master of the richest man in Great Sha, but because he was deeply impressed by the rare talent in his life. I was also at the Fuso Togami Prefecture security area at the time. Unfortunately, my cultivation level was low and I couldn't help at all. I'm really sorry and very ashamed. Yun Li let out a long, "Oh." Originally, they planned to target Xu Wenfang and cause a traffic accident tomorrow afternoon. The unruly and willful Xu Wenfang would definitely ask Su Chen to come over and solve the problem. Apart from being slapped in the face, it can also be regarded as a formal acquaintance with Su Chen, so that Su Chen will not be classified as a stranger, and the luck value will be fixed at a mere 10. Since we met by chance and it was Su Chen who took the initiative to strike up a conversation, let's officially get acquainted. Facing Fuzang and the 7th level warriors of the Wind Clan, it's inevitable that you will feel fear, but no matter what, just try your best. Yun Lai hinted at sarcasm. Su Chen didn't hear it at all, but felt that Yun Lai really spoke to his heart. Seeing that Yun Lai was so approachable and didn't put on any airs, his impression of him improved again. Ding! Su Chen feels that he is very lucky to meet you tonight. Your amazing talent and your elegance and easygoing make him think that you are worth dating. Your luck value is plus 1200. Here the system prompts. Yun Li was completely stunned. What? The first time you get 1200? Could it be that the son of luck is originally from the Middle East? This is such a great contribution. Su Chen. Hearing this shy and timid call, Yun Lai knew that it was Yuan Qing who was coming without turning around. Suddenly it dawned on me. Why did I meet Su Chen by chance in Jufeng Hutong? It was definitely Yuan Qing who asked Su Chen to help track down the Fire Tribe spy who had sneaked into the imperial capital. I happened to come to Jufeng Alley tonight to look for clues. The place where Old Man Shaw lives is not far from Jufeng Hutong, only 1 block away. Su Chen was very close to knowing that the Yun family had a very close connection with the murderer who maimed his mentor Diank. When Yuan Qing saw Su Chen, she couldn't hide the happy smile on her lips. She couldn't help but quicken her pace and came to him. Yuan Qing, this is young Master Yun Lian. Young Master Yun, she is my friend Yuan Qing. Su Chen introduced the two of them enthusiastically. Yuan Qing's face turned cold instantly. Yun Li's smile did not change. Let's go. He's not a good guy. Yuan Qing pulled Su Chen hard. Yun Lai remained calm, since Su Chen has such a good impression of him. Of course, you have to get enough positive emotions first. Team leader Yuan, you really misunderstood. Lin Dongxiang is the murderer who caused your cousin to fall to death and has nothing to do with me. Su Chen was very surprised. It turns out that not only did Yuan Qing and Yun Lai know each other, but something very unpleasant seemed to have happened to them. Yun Lai, with the power of your Yun family, it's really easy for Lin Dongxiang to take the blame for you. Yuan Qing could not wait to rush up, grab Yun Lai, and send him to prison. Yun Lai sighed secretly. As expected, Yuan Qing, who has a stubborn personality, believes that she is the murderer. No matter what you do, you can't clear yourself of suspicion. It's not that Yuan Qing is not given a way out. It was she who wanted to seek death. Team leader Yuan, oh, it would be more appropriate to call me Miss Yuan now. If you think I am the murderer, then just go ahead and investigate. The innocent will self-examine, and I will not make any excuses. Su Chen never expected that the first meeting with Yun Lai would be so unpleasant, so he quickly grabbed the angry Yuan Qing. Master Yun, I'm so sorry. Next time I'm free, I'll buy you a drink. It's okay. Yun Lai took advantage of Su Chen's turn to pull Yuan Qing and gave Yuan Qing a proud look. Yuan Qing couldn't control the anger in her heart and wanted to kick Yun Lai, but Su Chen held her waist and pulled her away like flying. Yun Lai also faintly heard Su Chen's consolation to Yuan Qing. Yuan Qing, you may have misunderstood Yun Lai. Eyes are the windows to the soul. His eyes are as clear as crystal. He is definitely not an evil person at heart. And his songs, people who have feelings for family and country are definitely not bad people. Yuan Qing, don't be angry, you have to trust my judgment. When Su Chen chased Yuan Qing and disappeared from sight, Yun Lai still didn't come back to his senses. Su Chen, you are the protagonist, it's not a licking of a dog. And he's a big licker who even licks the supporting villains. Ding, Yuan Qing is almost crying with anger. Su Chen is too simple and simple to see through your true face. Your luck value is plus 999. 999 that accepts Yuan Qing's contribution. Yun Li turned around and went to the core bar. When Yun Lai arrived at the core bar, Xu Mengyao, who had been waiting for a long time, quickly greeted him and took Yun Lai's arm affectionately. Young Master Yun, you didn't even bother to call anyone during your concert. Why don't you make up for it tonight? Yun Lai pinched Xu Mengyao's delicate little nose frivolously and said with a smile, then let's see if you behave tonight. Hateful, Xu Mengyao said coquettishly. When Yunlai saw that the fake heroine Xu Mengyao was no longer pure, but only had endless flattery, he couldn't help but think of Su Chen. Sorry, I'm really not a good person. 2 o'clock in the morning. Yunlai, smelling of alcohol, left the core bar with his arms around the half-drunk Xu Mengyao. After bidding farewell to Chen Reixiong and others, got on the waiting car. Xu Mengyao tried her best to lure Yunlai to book a hotel room. Everyone in the upper class knew that the Yun family was counting on Yunlai to continue his heir. As long as she is pregnant with Yunli's child. If it's a boy. That was the moment when a pheasant flew onto the branch and turned into a phoenix. Even girls. It is also the bloodline of the Yun family. With the atmosphere of the Yun family, he will never be treated badly. I had really thought about following Su Chen wholeheartedly, but I never expected that Su Chen was too affectionate. Even if you rent an apartment, you can have an affair with the landlord's daughter. Recent appointments. There were so many text messages and phone calls from Su Chen. Tell Su Chen clearly that he doesn't like this. He actually argued that they were just ordinary friends and shouldn't worry too much. Hee. I really think I am an innocent and ignorant little girl. If Su Chen also has a richest father, then he can bear it. No, what qualifications do you have to mess with others? You Su Chen can play. I, Xu Mengyao, can do it too. Master Yun, are you going to behave well tonight? Yunlai held down Xu Mengyao's hand that wanted to get angry. He was Tang Monk's delicious meat, but a little fairy like Xu Mengyao was too low level and could only smell it but not eat it. Be good, I have something very important to do today. Wait until I get back from my work. Xu Mengyao's impression of Yunlai has also changed a lot, mainly because after the concert, Yunlai's songs were too popular. At school, in shopping malls, in bars. You can really hear it wherever you go. I was quite disgusted with it at first. Listen carefully. I just think it sounds very nice. The artistic conception of several songs is also very good. Yunli is indeed very talented. If he could really follow Yunlai, he would definitely be no worse than Su Chen. Young Master Yun, I. Yunlai took out the envelope that he had prepared long ago and waved it in front of Xu Mengyao. Inside is the address and the key. You can come over anytime you want. Xu Mengyao was mostly awake from alcohol. Housing prices in the imperial capital are not cheap. Given Yunlai's status, the house he was given was definitely a high-end apartment. If it was a flat-floor apartment, wow, it would cost at least tens of millions. Thank you, Mr. Yun. Xu Mengyao was not pretentious at all. She immediately took the envelope and did not forget to kiss Yunlai. Yunlai glanced at the excited Xu Mengyao. Give Xu Mengyao an apartment. Of course, he was preparing a heavy blow to Su Chen's heart in advance. Although he met Su Chen formally tonight and Su Chen had a very good impression of him, Su Chen vowed to avenge his mentor Diank and would definitely cause trouble for the Yun family. Moreover, Su Chen, the great saint, adhering to Diank's philosophy is to let the light of peace shine on Blue Star and Yanwang continent. Only by overthrowing the Yun family, which he believed was constantly waging war for their own interests, could he achieve his goal. But how could the nearly 100-year war between Blue Star and Yanwang continent be started or stopped by a small Yun family? The forces involved behind this are very complex and huge. Actually, it's okay to want peace. But we must not sacrifice the entire Yun family. The conflict and hatred between each other cannot be resolved. When dealing with Su Chen, Yunlai showed no mercy at all. Send Xu Mengyao back to her apartment. Yunli took out his cell phone from his pocket and clicked on Yi Renshuang's message. Good guy. There are actually more than a dozen. No wonder I heard several reminders about Yi Renshuang from the system while having fun in the bar. These messages were about Feng Ziu's situation. They almost didn't ask what they were doing, but the subtext was, why didn't you reply to the message? Why? No way. The first heroine is so arrogant. Feng Ziu's information should be correct. This time I went to the Yanwang Continent warning zone in Fuso-Kobe County. I don't know when I will come back. Even if it goes well, it will take at least several days and I have to say goodbye to Yi Renshuang in person. Lest Xiaonizi mistakenly think that she is the kind of dog man who doesn't cherish what he gets. 9 in the morning. Yunli received a special notice. After investigation by Zhang Wuya and Zhou Tianheng, the Mito family does have a secret base in Maple Mountain. and saw with his own eyes that a 4th-grade beast-turned-warrior hunted down a 5th-grade ferocious beast with ease. Just wait for yourself to pass. The biochemical warriors made a surprise attack on the little devil. It's 10:30 in the morning. Yunli came to Yayuan. Unexpectedly, my sister Union is not here. Not good anymore. So as not to be listened to by my sister. The 2 middle-aged maids who were standing guard outside the bedroom in the backyard saw Yunli coming and quickly bowed their heads in unison. Yunli didn't hear any movement in the bedroom, so he pointed inside and asked in a low voice, "What are they doing?" "Play Go," a middle-aged maid whispered back. Yunli nodded. It is estimated that neither Yi Renshuang nor Feng Ziyu would be convinced by the other. Feng Ziyu was imprisoned. Yi Renshuang has not yet succeeded in cultivation. The 2 women can only differentiate themselves on tattoos. Pushing open the ajar door, Yunli walked quietly through the outer hall, stood in front of the bedroom, and looked inside. Yi Renshuang lowered his head, staring at the chessboard and thinking. Feng Ziyu, on the other hand, was playing with the chess pieces with a smile on her face, looking very relaxed. Who is higher and who is lower? It's really a quick judgment. Cough. Yunli coughed heavily. When Feng Ziyu saw that Yunli was coming, her face immediately turned cold. Yi Renshuang heard the cough, looked back, and immediately turned her head again. She felt embarrassed to even say hello to Yunli in front of Feng Ziyu. Besides, I sent so many messages to Yunli last night. Not even a single reply. Originally filled with resentment and anger. It can be seen that seeing Yunli, the resentment and anger have disappeared. Renshuang. Yunli didn't step forward, and there were some things he couldn't say in front of Feng Ziyu. Yi Renshuang understood, threw the chess piece in his hand into the chessboard, and shyly said to Feng Ziyu, "Ziyu, wait for me for a while." "Okay." Feng Ziyu nodded. Yunli was stunned. It's less than a day's work. Has the title changed? It seems that the darkened heroine is very capable of bewitching people. And Feng Ziyu's stance is not very firm either. Yi Renshuang followed Yunli out of the bedroom, and the young couple walked side by side in the small garden in the backyard. Yunli pulled Yi Renshuang's hand, but Yi Renshuang immediately threw it away and said angrily, "Princess Feng has extremely high strategic value to the Yun family in Daxia. Her mood is very unstable. As the future of the Yun family, you the head of the family can't just ignore it, right? Last night, I was recording a song in the studio. I was so focused that I kept recording until about 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't see the messages you sent until I finished." Yunli had long known that Yi Renshuang would ask arrogantly, and of course think of an excuse. Before going to bed the night before, Yunli sent a message saying that he would take him to the recording studio to record songs last night. If Yun Yan hadn't called and asked Feng Ziyu to comfort him, he would have followed Yunli to the recording studio last night. Therefore, Yi Renshuang did not question what Yunli said. "Yunli, after recording for so long, are there any good new songs?" Yi Renshuang asked expectantly. Yunli thought for a while, turned to face Yi Renshuang, held her hands, and sang affectionately, "You are my lover, as charming as a rose, use your fiery red lips to make me endless in the middle of the night. The ecstasy. You are my lover, as pure as a lily. Use your light body temperature to heal the passionate scars in my heart." Yi Renshuang thought of that intoxicating kiss and was so embarrassed that her ears turned red. She pulled out her hand and gave Yunli a punch. "I hate it. Don't sing songs like this to others in the future." Yunli grabbed Yi Renshuang's pink fist and said seriously, "Renshuang, I have to prepare the second album these days. I will be very busy. I haven't sent you a message or come to see you. Don't mind." Yi Renshuang likes Yunli's progress. Now music is work. Work is busy. It's too late to be happy. How could it be possible to blame? Okay, you can concentrate on your creation, and I will take good care of Feng Ziyu and try my best to resolve her knot. Yunli let go of Yi Renshuang's hand, gently held her slender waist, and said with a smile, "Kiss her and give me some encouragement." "Ah, don't." Yi Renshuang lowered her head in shame. Yunli closed his eyes and ordered, "I won't look. Hurry up. It was the kiss that night that gave me inspiration. One more kiss and my thoughts will flow like a fountain." Waited for a while. Yunli heard the thump 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 of his heartbeat, smelled the fragrance of orchid and musk, and was kissed by those hot and soft lips. "I can't help but hug the one I love." Respond enthusiastically. Feng Ziyu, who was bored, waited until Yi Renchuang came back. But when I saw Yi Renchuang's cheeks were as red as rouge, and she couldn't hide the charm between her brows, I knew that Yun Lai, that pervert, had done a lot of bad things. Yi Renchuang sat down, lowered her head, not daring to look at Feng Ziyu, pretending to continue thinking, but when she thought of the kiss just now, and the hot love song sung by Yun Lai, her heart had already flown away with him. It was too dull, Feng Ziyu said casually. Yun Li came to say goodbye to you. What's the farewell? Yi Renchuang looked up at Feng Ziyu. Feng Ziyu saw Yi Renchuang's puzzled face. Suddenly it dawned on me. Yun Li was going to sneak attack on the biochemical warrior base of the Little Devil, but he did not tell Yi Renchuang. I'm afraid Yun Lai has awakened his spiritual roots. He is already a 4th grade warrior. Probably also hiding it from Yi Renchuang. I really want to tell Yi Renchuang. Renchuang, your husband is a big liar. I've kept a lot of things from you. It can be seen that Yi Renchuang is so happy, but she can't bear it. Isn't she being played by Yun Lai? Suddenly, I felt that I was in the same boat as Yi Renchuang. What a pair of poor people. Why, meeting Yun Lai is doomed to lead a miserable life. 10:47 p.m. Yun Lai and his party arrived in Yijiang City, Shannan Province by special plane. Because Daxia covers a vast area of nearly 10 million square kilometers, the two worlds are suddenly connected, and there are 3 black holes. Today, there are 3 warning zones. The Yanwang Continent Warning Zone in Yijiang City is the closest to the Yanwang Continent Warning Zone in Fuso Togami County. The reason why I didn't go to Fuso. Instead, choose to take a detour. Of course, this is to avoid alerting others. Moreover, given Yun Lai's status, at such a sensitive time when Feng Ziyu was captured, going to Fuzhang again would be like a sheep entering a tiger's mouth. It's almost midnight. Smoothly passed through the security checkpoint in Yijiang Warning Zone and entered the Yanwang Continent Warning Zone in Yijiang. Unlike Blue Star, light control is implemented on the highways in the Yanwang Continent Warning Zone after dark. This is mainly to avoid being attacked by flying beasts as much as possible. Yun Li and his party took a 7-seater MPV, and Zhang Rong was in charge of driving. Although the winding highway is pitch black, to a 5th-level warrior, with only the faint starlight, the night is like day. The speed has been maintained at 80 km per hour. According to the plan, arrive at the A3 supply station first, take a short rest, and then go along the Qingnu Mountains to the Yanwang Warning Zone in Fuso Togami County. We will arrive at Luo Function around 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. According to the information provided by Feng Ziyu, there are more than 100 4th-level warriors in the Little Devil's biochemical warrior base undergoing transformation. It is inferred that there is at least 1 7th-level warrior in the base. The number of 5th-grade warriors and 6th-grade warriors is unknown. This night attack, Zhang Wuya and Zhou Tianhang were responsible for sniping and killing the 7th-level warriors, high-level beast-turned warriors, and 6th-level warriors. Yun Lai, Yu Jingcheng and other 4 guards were actually there to hunt down the defeated and fled 5th-level warriors, as well as those 4th-level warriors who had not had time to transform. But after all, there were a large number of imps, and they were in the Yanwang Warning Zone of Fuso Togami County. A fierce battle is inevitable. No one spoke, except for Zhang Rong who was driving. They all closed their eyes to meditate. In order to make this surprise attack on the biochemical warrior base of the Little Devil, Yun Li picked and consumed all the remaining 5 spiritual fruits in batches during the day. Currently, it takes 8 years to cultivate the fire element, 7 years to cultivate the water element, 8 years to cultivate the wood element, 5 years to cultivate the earth element, and 3 years to cultivate the metal element. I won't earn much luck these 2 days. Not over 10,000. There is no way to water the tree of spiritual roots. Regarding one's own strength, even Yun Lai was unsure. Zhang Wuya, Zhou Tianhang, and Yuan Shui, who knew that they had awakened their spiritual roots, the 3 7th-level warriors all agreed that they were in the bone-refining realm. But Yun Li felt that he was at least in the blood sea realm of a 5th-grade warrior. In the blood sea realm, the energy and blood are as vast as the sea. You can use the elemental power of the aura at will to transform weapons and armor. Yun Li can definitely do it. However, even 5th-level warriors still carry weapons and armor when fighting. Introducing the spiritual energy of heaven and earth into the body, the spiritual energy is converted into pure elemental power, which is stored in the sea of energy in the dantian and the spiritual orifices around the body. It can be used when needed, but it is not infinite. Just like strength, it will become weak when it is used up. It must be replenished as much as it is consumed. Only Jin reaches the realm of jade veins. The meridians throughout the body are forged like a mighty river, and the spiritual energy introduced into the body circulates faster. Compared with the Chi-Si realm of a 5th grade warrior, it is 10 times and 100 times stronger, and the spiritual energy circulates around the sky like an endless river. If you don't encounter a deadly battle that you can't escape from, there is basically no worry about exhaustion. But the promotion of a 5th grade warrior to a 6th grade warrior is a big threshold. It doesn't just require hard work, it also requires some opportunities and even luck. As for Yu Jingcheng and other 4 great guards, their qualifications and talents are all top-notch, but they have neglected their practice. If they are more diligent, they will definitely be promoted to 6th grade warriors in time. Before passing through the security checkpoint in Yizhong warning area, Yunli and his party all put on black tight-fitting night clothes, tactical boots, and tactical gloves. Each of them carried a backpack containing weapons and armor, as well as an emergency first aid kit. The 4 gangsters have been working together for many years and can be considered a special team. Cao Ming is an archer, responsible for super long-distance sniping. Yu Jingcheng mainly attacked. Zhang Rong guerrilla. Ding Weijiang defended. The main task of the 4 of them is still to protect Yunlai, and killing the biochemical warrior of the Little Devil is secondary. Yunlai only chose a scimitar made of titanium alloy to show off. This time he participated in the surprise attack on the biochemical warrior base of the Little Devil. In addition to experiencing the bloody fight with real swords and guns, and practicing practical combat skills, he also honed his supreme evil skills. Demonic flames burn the sky. The current, demon flame burning sky, is only the first level of perfection. Only when your hands are in contact with other people's bodies can you absorb the spiritual energy from the other person's body. This can only be used as a close attack. It's dark. Another melee. Except for the unlucky guy who got caught, no one knows that he can absorb other people's spiritual energy. God-given opportunity. Then we have to suck up a few more little devils. It's about 5 minutes drive from the A3 supply station. Ding. Yi Renshuang called you. You sent a voice message, which made her very disappointed. She missed you. Her luck value is plus 566. Suddenly I heard a system prompt. Yunlai was happy. I knew that Xiaonizi couldn't help but call herself. Hear the voice message. Contribute your luck immediately. She truly deserves to be the first heroine. The gas output is very stable. Ding. Fan Yuding is very pleasantly surprised. She never expected that Yunyan would invite her to come to the Yizhong Yanwang Continent Warning Zone for hunting. It turns out that she is to train and protect your family head. The luck value is plus 666. Ding. Fan Yuding is determined to kiss you forcefully. It's a dark and windy night in the wilderness, and no one will listen to her even if she screams. Her luck value is plus 666. Ding. Fan Yuding is very conflicted and entangled. If you and her can't help themselves, I feel very sorry for Yi Renshuang. Luck value plus 666. Yunlai felt like his whole body was about to turn to stone. The system has already prompted you. My sister Union wanted to create opportunities for Fan Yuding. He never expected that Fan Yuding would be asked to accompany him in the attack on the biochemical warrior base of the Little Devil. I really admire this scheming sister. He knows how to seize the opportunity. However, since Fan Yuding can contribute so much luck, let her follow. If Fan Yuding saw it with her own eyes, she would not only have awakened her spiritual roots, but her cultivation level would be no less than that of a 5th grade warrior. It will definitely be a shock. Contributed another huge amount of luck. Ding. Yunyan really wants to go with her, but in order to create opportunities for her best friend Fan Yuding, she can only stay in the imperial capital. Fan Yuding's danger prediction is also a great help to you, but don't let her down. Luck value plus 326. The system prompts again. Yunli was quite surprised. In the original plot, Fan Yuding was not so powerful. With the huge butterfly effect, she actually had the power of prediction of danger. My sister Union seems to know what's appropriate. It's not that Fan Yuding is causing trouble. With Fan Yuding's danger prediction, a lot of risks can be avoided in advance. After all, he doesn't know much about Little Devil, the biochemical base of warriors. While Yunlai was thinking about it, Zhang Rong drove off the highway and drove into the A3 supply station parking lot. When Yunlai and others got out of the car, they were all stunned. I saw. Fan Yuding's shawl hair was tied into a high ponytail. She was wearing a tight-fitting night jumpsuit and black tactical boots. She held a flying skateboard in one hand and a backpack in the other. She stood at the entrance of the A3 supply station in a heroic manner. Of course Yunli pretended not to know. Yu Jingcheng and the other 4 guards each had their own ideas. Some people think that the young master asked Fan Yuding to come. Some people think that Yun Yan asked Fan Yuding to come. Fan Yuding is only a 5th grade warrior, she is a woman, and she is so cool and beautiful with a hot figure. What is the purpose of coming here? Of course, it is to protect the little master personally. Hey. But when Yunlai arrived, Fan Yuding suppressed the excitement in her heart and strode to Yunlai. Young Master Yun, I was entrusted by Yun Yan to accompany the family master throughout the training. The 4 big losers heard this. Don't wait for Yunlai's instructions. Very wisely, I carried my backpack and went to the A3 supply station first. Fan Yuding threw her backpack on the ground and raised the flying skateboard in her hand. Young Master Yun, the mountain road is difficult to travel in the dark. I will fly you there later and get used to it at the supply station first. Don't be afraid. As long as you hold me tight, you will never fall. Yunlai glanced at Fan Yuding, who was wearing a tight-fitting night suit that outlined her graceful figure. I guess it's because I didn't drink much water along the way. I just feel a little dry in the mouth. Ding, Yu Jingcheng is going to start a bet. I bet that something will happen between you and Fan Yuding. Your luck value will be plus 536. Ding, Zhang Rong is filled with emotion. Only Fan Yuding can predict the danger in advance and dares to use the flying skateboard at night. You should accept her as soon as possible. You don't even want her when she comes to your door. Don't be stupid. Your luck value is plus 612. Ding. Cao Ming is thinking that Yu Jingcheng will definitely start a gambling game. Why don't you be tempted by Fan Yuding, the best person in the world? I can't help but bet on you. Your luck value is plus 656. Ding. Ding Wei Jiang secretly sighed that the little master is so lucky. Even the biochemical warrior base that attacked the little devil is accompanied by the beautiful Lady Fan. You have wealth, power, beauty and force. This kind of blessing is really something I can't envy. Luck value plus 699. Fan Yuding activated the flying skateboard specially developed for warriors by the Daxia Reiki Research Institute and threw it to the ground. Then, get on the flying skateboard. He turned to look at Yunlai who was still standing there. Master Yun, time is running out, don't waste time. Yunli was really convinced. Dilly-dallying, Fan Yuding is definitely a top male killing master. Just a word, there is also a deep meaning in it. It's definitely not that I'm thinking wrongly. But she is so good at seducing people. Master Yun, even if the 4 guards take turns carrying you, the mountain road is difficult and it will be a hardship for you. Come up quickly, Fan Yuding urged in a sweet voice. Listen to what Fan Yuding said. Yunli understood. The sinister sister did not tell Fan Yuding that she had awakened dual spiritual roots and was still a 4th grade warrior. Most of them also wanted to shock Fan Yuding. Moreover, if you don't go up, insist on running over on foot with the 4 big losers. Fan Yuding must have noticed something different. However, the emotional fluctuations caused by this were definitely not as shocking as seeing the beast-turned warrior who suddenly killed the little devil. If you ask yourself, you are not a gentleman. For luck value. Of course it's up. When Yunlai stepped onto the flying skateboard and held Fan Yuding's shoulders with both hands, Fan Yuding's heart was beating wildly. Fan Yuding quickly put aside her thoughts and used her energy to activate the flying skateboard, slowly raising it to a height of 5 meters and flying slowly around the A3 supply station. Young Master Yun, when we go to Luofeng Mountain later, the speed will speed up. You just need to hold my shoulders. Just hold me. This is the indispensable training for the head of the Yun family before taking over as the head of the family. Zhang Wuya and Zhou Tianhang are still waiting for us. Don't have any worries, lest the opportunity is wasted. Yunli held Fan Yuding's shoulders. You know the material of her tight bodysuit is very special. Very smooth. Unless you use the strength of a warrior, once the flying speed increases, you will not be able to hold it at all. Now that everything is up, there is no point in being pretentious, so Yunlai hugged Fan Yuding's waist instead. Fan Yuding seemed to be trembling in her soul. Being held by the man I love. It turns out it can feel so wonderful. Yunli received another 818 luck points from Fan Yuding. Secretly sighing that he is indeed a love brain. Just a hug. Would you be so happy? I was really afraid that the flight speed would speed up later. In order to avoid exposing my strength in advance, I had to hug Fan Yuding tightly. If Fan Yuding was distracted and carried herself into a mountain or a tree, that would be really embarrassing. Fan Yuding was not as miserable as Yunlai thought. As a 5th grade warrior who has awakened the spiritual roots of metal and wood. The willpower is still there. It was just my first intimate contact with the man I loved. It is inevitable that there will be some excitement. After a short rest, Fan Yuding hung her and Yunli's backpacks under the flying skateboard and flew out of the A3 supply station. The flight was really fast and steady. Yunlai hugged Fan Yuding from behind, looked at her nose and heart, and kept silently reciting, "Form is emptiness, emptiness is form." He did not dare to make any rash moves, for fear of some adverse reaction in his body, which would be too embarrassing. There is a buffer zone of nearly 100 kilometers between the Daxia Yizhang Yangwang Continent Warning Zone and the Fuso Togami County Yangwang Continent Warning Zone. Various ferocious beasts often appear in this area. Fan Yuding mustered up all her energy and activated her flying skateboard while being on high alert. Yunli had not awakened his spiritual roots anyway, so the so-called training of the head of the family was just a formality. After meeting Zhang Wuya and Zhou Tianhang, 2 7th-level warriors took Yu Jingcheng and the others to attack the Mito family's biochemical warrior base. And myself, take Yunli to find a safe place to hide. Then there will be plenty of opportunities for us to be intimate with each other. The flight takes about an hour. We are approaching the buffer zone between Daxia and Fuzhang. Fan Yuding slowed down her flying speed and lowered her flying altitude, which meant that Jingcheng and the others could catch up. Yun Ligi is the future head of the Yun family and his beloved man. He must be careful when crossing the danger zone. Holding Fan Yuding, Yun Lai gained a lot. The 4 big losers were fed a full belly of dog food. Contributed nearly 3,000 luck points. It's not their fault. The little master is flying in the sky with the beauty in his arms. The doglegs ran desperately behind him in the dark dense forest. It would be too contrary to human nature to have no envy, jealousy or hatred. Sudden, Fan Yuding senses danger. Danger comes from the upper left. This meant that he was being targeted by a flying ferocious beast that was at least level 5 or above. Master Yun, hold on tight. After giving the warning, Fan Yuding hurriedly made a very tight turn and flew towards the 4 guards. Yunli looked back. I saw a fiery red bright spot appearing behind me. It's extremely fast. The bright spots gradually become larger. Soon, I saw a huge head that looked like a duck. There is also a pair of fiery red wings. Fusion of memories, Yun Lai recognized at a glance that this was the 5th grade flying ferocious beast, the fire-tongued duck. The 4 big losers plus Fan Yuding are more than enough to deal with the 5th grade flying ferocious beast, the fire-tongued duck. But it takes a lot of time to pack it up. Mainly, the flaming duck can fly, and its attack mode is to breathe fire from a long distance. 5th level warriors basically know how to fly. But in terms of flight speed, there is a huge difference compared to flying ferocious beasts. Anyway, Fan Yuding will know tonight that she has awakened her spiritual roots. Killing the 5th level flying ferocious beast fire-tongued duck at this time will definitely shock her more than killing the beast-turned-warrior who fled the little devil. Therefore, Yun Lai deliberately shouted in panic, "Mr. Fan." Fan Yuding was shocked. He grabbed Yun Lai with his backhand. Got an empty spot. No now. It was probably because of the sudden acceleration just now. Yun Lai's body was too weak, and the tight-fitting jumpsuit he was wearing was too silky, so he failed to hold on and fell. Yunli. Fan Yuding was so shocked that she almost lost her mind. He fell dozens of meters high. Yunli is just an ordinary person. Even if there is a dense forest below. Even if you are not dead, you will be crippled. Fan Yuding responded very quickly, jumped off the flying skateboard, accelerated her fall, and at the same time searched around for Yunlai's figure. But to Fan Yuding's expectation, she didn't see Yunlai, not even the weak airflow caused by Yunlai falling from midair. Ouch! A sharp howl came from high in the sky. Fan Yuding used the flying technique to stop her fall. When she looked up, her face turned pale with shock. How could Yunlai, who had clearly fallen off the flying skateboard, be hanging on the neck of the flaming duck? Could it be that he accelerated his flight earlier? Flamingo chased at high speed. Yunlai fell and was chased by the flaming duck from behind. The flaming duck wanted to bite Yunlai, but Yunlai cleverly dodged it and grabbed the flaming duck's neck. The fire-tongued duck was frightened and took Yunlai to fly high into the sky. But Yunlai was just an ordinary person without awakening his spiritual roots. Moreover, he couldn't even hold himself just now. How could his arms be so strong that he could grab the neck of the fire-tongued duck without falling? Yu Jingcheng and others who came over watched the whole process clearly below. The young master obviously let go on purpose. Didn't fall. Instead, he stepped hard on the flying skateboard with both feet. Use your strength to jump high. When the flaming duck came after him, he very nimbly avoided the impact of the oval beak and grabbed the flaming duck's slender neck like lightning. Is it just a 4th-level warrior actively attacking a 5th-level flying beast in such an incredible way? What a brave man. Fan Yuding's eyes turned red because she was about to fly over to rescue her sweetheart. Soon, found something was wrong. The whole body of the fire-tongued duck emits a faint glow of fiery red. It looks like it is drunk alone. It no longer flies at high speed, but flaps up and down crookedly. Yunlai, who originally had no strength to restrain the chicken, firmly grasped the neck of the flame-tongued duck with both hands. No matter how the flame-tongued duck fluttered and even rolled in the air, it was not thrown away. Yu Jingcheng used the flying technique, grabbed the flying skateboard, and flew behind Fan Yuding with Zhongrong and others. Mr. Fan, there is no need to worry. The young master has awakened the dual spiritual roots and is now a 4th-grade warrior. If you can grasp the weak points of the fire-tongued duck, your life will definitely not be in danger. Cao Ming said with some pride. Yunlai did not fall down, but grabbed the neck of the flame-tongued duck. Fan Yuding had already noticed something strange and wondered if she had awakened her spiritual roots. Listen to what Cao Ming said. Fan Yuding couldn't help being extremely pleasantly surprised. She stared at Yunlai dreamily as if her acupoints had been tapped. Ding Weijang watched as the fire-tongued duck's flapping became less and less vigorous, and Yunlai pulled him hard, slowly falling down. He couldn't help frowning and said, "Is it possible that the young master's current cultivation level is that of a 5th-grade warrior?" Including Fan Yuding, they were shocked again. Even if a 4th-level warrior grabs the weakest neck of a 5th-level fire-tongued duck, his cultivation level is a different level, so it would be good to ensure that his life is safe if he is not carried away. Dragging such a big flaming duck down. Indeed, only 5th-level warriors at the same level as the fire-tongued duck can do it. Now, Yunlai secretly performed the supreme evil skill, demon flame burning the sky, frantically absorbing the spiritual energy contained in the body of the flaming duck. It doesn't speak anyway. You can't reveal your secrets. Not counting the spiritual energy that has not yet been transformed into the power of the fire element in the fire-tongued duck's body being sucked away, even the pure power of the fire element has begun to transform into the spiritual energy and be sucked away. The red light emanating from the whole body dimmed. Eventually dissipated. When it was only 10 meters away from the ground, Yunlai had already sucked almost all the spiritual energy out of the flaming duck's body, and dragged the ferocious beast, which was as big as a Black Hawk helicopter, to the nearest big tree. When Yunlai stepped on the thick tree trunk and found a point of support, he suddenly exerted force with his arms, lifted the fire-tongued duck into the air, and slammed it to the ground. Boom! After a loud noise, the fire-tongued duck smashed a huge crater into the ground. Fan Yuding, the 4 great guards. I saw the fire-tongued duck lying motionless at the bottom of the pit, with its neck obviously twisted. Everyone was stunned. After a while, as if waking up from a dream, he suddenly realized that Yunlai had actually killed a 5th-level flying beast with the cultivation level of a 4th-level warrior. Yunlai drained the aura of the 5th-grade flying ferocious beast, the fire-tongued duck, and broke the fire-tongued duck's neck to kill it. This was a surprising discovery. The spiritual energy that is inhaled is not the ocean of energy that enters the dantian in the lower abdomen. Instead, they are all converted into luck values. While inhaling the spiritual energy, keep watering the tree of spiritual roots. The new shoots that originally branched out from the 2 roots of wood and soil turned into green leaves. A golden fruit is produced at the top of the main trunk Tianling root. Unknown. For every 10,000 accumulated luck points that water the tree of spiritual roots, a 5-element spiritual fruit will be randomly produced. This means, absorbing the aura of the flamingo duck is equivalent to earning at least 10,000 luck points. However, the spiritual energy absorbed is not included in the luck value. It can only be roughly calculated based on the changes in the 5-element spirit fruits and the 5 elements branched leaves. Yunli looked up. Fan Yuding, wrapped in a gust of fragrance, flew over quickly and hugged Yunli tightly, for fear that if she let go, her beloved man would disappear. You scare people to death. What should I do if something happens to you? How can I explain it to Union? As Yunli savored the turbulent waves, he deeply understood the meaning that women are made of water. In just a moment, his neck and shoulders were covered with Fan Yuding's tears. I'm fine. I've awakened the spiritual roots of water and fire a long time ago. Coupled with my extraordinary talent, practice is just a piece of cake. Dealing with the big duck on fire is easy. Yu Jingcheng and others who flew over heard what the young master said. Take another look at the carcass of the flaming duck lying at the bottom of the pit. All fell silent. Fan Yuding didn't know when Yunli awakened his spiritual roots, nor did she know that Yunli hadn't practiced at all. She was just surprised that Yunli was really good at pretending. I originally thought about kissing Yunli forcefully. With the strength shown by Yunli, I'm afraid the only thing I can do is be kissed by him forcefully. But, as long as Yunli wanted to, there was no need for him to forcefully kiss her. Ding, Yu Jingcheng thinks that with your cultivation speed, in less than 3 months, someone like him can really hit 10 with one hand. Luck value plus 888. Ding, Zhong Rong is very confused and shocked. Are you absorbing spiritual energy all the time and practicing in your sleep? Luck value plus 888. Ding, Cao Ming's blood is boiling. I'm afraid you are the second Yunyuan, even more powerful than Yunyuan. If I follow you, I will definitely honor my ancestors from now on. Luck value plus 888. Ding, Ding Weijang is very frustrated. You are really a martial arts monster that is rare to see in a century. Just a few days after returning from Fuzhang, you have another breakthrough. Will you be unemployed when you return? Luck value plus 888. Yunli was overjoyed when he heard the system prompt. He originally thought that the 4 losers had lost all their strength. Not at all, just show strength that goes against their common sense. It can also cause severe mood swings. Previously, I caught the 5th grade ferocious beast fire-tongued duck. While absorbing the spiritual energy, I had to be careful not to be scratched by its claws. The system had a prompt to increase luck value, but I was only focused on fighting the flaming duck and didn't pay attention at all. View records secretly. Very good. Gained nearly 5,000 luck points again. Fan Yuding alone contributed more than 2,000 yuan. But this is normal. It really scared her just now. Mr. Fan, it's time for us to set off. Yunli patted Fan Yuding gently. Fan Yuding reluctantly let go of Yunli. Yu Jingcheng threw the flying skateboard to Fan Yuding very interestingly. Yunli saw 4 big losers floating in the air. I can't help but feel envious. Jingcheng, what should I do to fly? Including Fan Yuding. Everyone was silent again. It feels like the little master is obviously a college student, but he can't even do simple addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Did you buy this martial arts diploma? Fan Yuding was the first to come to her senses and quickly comforted her. Master Yun, the soaring technique is quite difficult. It will definitely take a lot of time to master it. Let's learn it slowly when we return to Daxia. After saying that, Fan Yuding turned to ask the 4 guards. Am I right? Yunli looked at the 4 henchmen. See them all nodding. These losers turned their elbows outward. Master Yun, come up quickly. It will take a lot of time to cross the buffer zone. Fan Yuding urged happily. A surprise attack on the biochemical warrior base of the Little Devil is the top priority. Yunli didn't care anymore. Get on the flying skateboard. He hugged Fan Yuding from behind. Fan Yuding closed her eyes, and after 10 seconds, she finally calmed down her sharply fluctuating emotions, and then used her strength to activate the flying skateboard and fly towards the buffer zone. With the distress just now, even though Yun Lai showed the strength of a 5th-grade warrior. But Fan Yuding never dared to be careless again. Reduce flight speed and altitude. Basically in sync with the 4 guards walking through the dense forest. More than an hour later, finally passed through the dangerous buffer zone safely. Luofeng Mountain is located on the west side of the Yangwang Continent Warning Zone in Fuso Togami County. That is to say, it is on the side of Daxia. According to the preliminary investigation of Zhang Wuya and Zhou Tianheng, the Mito family's secret base is ostensibly a supply depot. Supply stations like this are located every 50 kilometers to 100 kilometers in the warning area, depending on road conditions and needs. The supply depot was used to store materials, with a large flow of personnel, and various equipment and warriors used for experiments were secretly sent into the underground laboratory. If it weren't for the information provided by Feng Ziyu, no one would have thought that the Fuzhang Yangwang Continent Warning Zone supply station, which is adjacent to the Daxia Yangwang Continent Warning Zone, would actually hide a base for biological and chemical warriors. Once the Mito family's experiment succeeds, the beast-turned Fuso warriors can pass through the buffer zone at any time and sneak into the Daxia Yangwang Continent Warning Zone to hunt the passing Daxia warriors. Obviously this is dark under the light. It is also very consistent with the adventurous nature of Fuso people. 4:10 a.m. Yun Lai and his party reunited with Zhang Wuya and Zhou Tianheng. There is still more than an hour before dawn. For more than an hour, Zhang Wuya and Zhou Tianheng, 2 7th-level warriors, joined forces to destroy the secret base 10 times. The reason why I haven't taken action yet. Just waiting for Yun Lai to come over. Let the future head of the family also experience bloody fighting. Zhang Wuya squatted on the ground, used stones to draw a simple diagram on the forest floor, and clicked on the circles in the diagram. Master Yun, this is the secret base of the Mito family. Zhou Tianheng and I will break in later and destroy the laboratory. At the same time, we will kill the warriors above the 6th grade and injure as many warriors below the 6th grade as possible. The remaining warriors will definitely flee along the highway to the Togami Prefecture warning area. You just need to set up ambushes on both sides of the highway to intercept and kill the fleeing warriors. Yun Lai could tell, the secret base will definitely be guarded by 7th-grade warriors from the Mito family. With his current strength, he would not be able to participate in a duel between 7th-grade warriors. The key is to completely destroy the secret base. Intercepting and killing the fleeing warriors is the next best thing. Wait until this matter is over. If you feel interested, you can come back at any time to hunt Fuso warriors. Okay, let's implement Lao Yang's plan. Fan Yuding, who was next to Yun Lai, reminded, General Zhang, you and Zhou Tianheng remember to collect some evidence, and it is best to arrest a few alive, so that the Mito family will have something in our hands. Mr. Fan is very thoughtful. I will collect conclusive evidence, capture a few warriors who can transform into beasts, and let Miss Yun see it with her own eyes. Zhou Tianheng quickly flattered him. Zhang Wuya glanced at Zhou Tianheng angrily. There was no need for Fan Yuding to remind him. Gather evidence. Catch a few beast-turned warriors. Didn't you discuss this with Zhou Tianheng a long time ago? In order to win Yunyan's heart, she even had to please Yunyan's best friend. She really didn't have the character of a top warrior. But Zhou Tianheng's talent is excellent, and his martial arts practice is like being chased by God to feed him. This is really something I can't envy. Have a break, split up and act according to plan. 5 minutes later, the dense forest on the highway is 10 kilometers away from the Mito family's secret base. The 4 guards are very knowledgeable, lurking on the left. Yun Lai and Fan Yuding were lurking on the right side. Another 5 minutes, Zhang Wuya and Zhou Tianheng will launch an attack. Fan Yuding glanced at Yun Lai beside her. By the faint starlight, Jian Yunli's side profile is very 3-dimensional. Yunli is actually quite handsome, why haven't I noticed him before? Yu Ting, you are protecting my brother personally. We are alone at night. There are many opportunities, but we must seize them. Fan Yuding recalled Yun Yan's words on the phone and couldn't help but feel a little impulsive. She wanted to hold Yun Yan in her arms. Lai, kiss me now. But But Yun Lai has awakened dual spiritual roots and has the strength of a 5th grade warrior. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if he resisted the forced kiss? Moreover, among the warriors who were about to intercept the Mito family's retreat, there must be extraordinary beast-turned-warriors among them. A fierce fight is about to begin. It's not appropriate to kiss or not kiss. But what happens after that? What about on the way back? The more Fan Yuding thought about it, the more timid she became. She was very afraid of being pushed away ruthlessly by Yun Lai. Wait until we return to Daxia. Yun Yan asked. Nothing happened. He would definitely be laughed at by Yun Yan. I gave you a chance, but you didn't use it. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.